Yo, welcome to It's Up There podcast, man. I am your active and attractive host for another episode of the fastest growing podcast out there, period, right now, man. Let me do something. Round of applause for my motherfucking supporters. Literally, could be anywhere in the world, man. And y'all right here, y'all always tap in with me, man. Let me get the business out the way. I do not put these videos out nowhere, period, no more. Yeah, I done got bougie with the videos because I know everybody cherry picking the game. They running off and regurgitating. So what I'm doing now, all videos of It's Up There podcast where I get into these topics about culture, everything that's happening, all the hot topics is found on patreon.com. Audio does go out everywhere. So if you're listening, shout out to you. I know it's how you make it through your day. I'm tapped in with you. I appreciate y'all, all the baddies. What's up, baby? What's up? What's up? What's up? And so for me, I need people to identify themselves as supporters, right? So to do that, you have to go to Patreon. If you can't, I understand that the game is the game. We're going to make 7 figures out for it either way. We got a lot to talk about today. This game is flooded with shit. You know, I do find myself, though, I'm ready to branch out, it feels like, when I think about it in my brain. It's like, Loon, I'm really to a place now where I'm ready to start talking about things and talking to people who influenced my life, my childhood, some maybe the movies I grew up on, and thinking behind some of the ideas that was happening in the 80s and the early 90s, right? Some of the political behavior that we are now can definitely look at data and see how it affected black men, right? I'm ready to start diving into some of those things because I live much more. I can spread out much more than I have, right? But it's important for me to niche this down so my people have a certain brand equity with me where they know he want us, he just can do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, he us, but he can do that, though. He a special guy. He can go way over there with it, but we 100% know he want us, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't talk like I talk on behalf of somebody. This is important people understand. I don't pull from anyone. I don't call anyone and ask their ideas on nothing except for business. But in regards to my talking points, the way that my outlook on things, and for me, that's not a strength. That's a weakness. I can't wait to get to a place where I respect the opinions of people in my circle and they have the availability where we can just chop those kind of topics up. I just haven't got there yet. But in regards to what you hear me speak about, this is all me. Everything you hear. From every single word, where it's placed, how I say it, everything is just me. I think certain information, certain validation, you know, you can feel when certain people talk. And for me, I'm not interested in speaking on behalf of anyone. And because I think people can feel the authenticity or just maybe a understanding that I have when I speak, is like they lend me their ear. Right, the equity they give me, right? Because they heard time after time this dude done said something that just made too much sense for me, right? He ain't looking at no notes. He ain't really doing too much. So I think I really just enjoy hearing him talk about what he feels about things, and I appreciate those people. I'm very humbled by everything that's happening, but it's on the inside. It's almost like that I understand that for me to capitalize in the way that I need to, I got to be somewhat of some kind of beast. Like, I can't be like soft and pushed over, and like you can't sustain amongst this kind of shit. They'll burn you out, right? You got to be somewhat of a stern individual, you know. Unfortunately, and the streets taught me that. The streets taught me no matter how you feel about doing what needs to be done, it's unfortunate that it has to be done, so your feelings don't come into account. Right? If you have to do something, you can't tell me how you feel about it. I'm uninterested in that, because no matter how we feel about it, it doesn't, you know, we still got to get it done. So as I navigate through the game, I'm saying to myself, like, I'm getting so much love, bro. Like, so many people. Like, my whole life done really changed in like a year. Like, even the phone, I was looking at my Rolodex, like some of this shit is just wild. Hey, let me say this too, man, because this is important to me. Like, I remember before I got into the industry and, you know, came into this legal side of things, like, high-level dope boy slick be getting done wrong in certain places. And when I'm talking about like some of these jewelers, they be doing y'all nigga ass greasy, man. Now that I'm on this side and they'll let me in and do certain shit and then tell a nigga out there, nah, there's no way we can do that. I'm like, damn, man, it's kind of fucked up, right? Even though, because it ain't even about the money. It be about like, see, because me, I always know what it's like on that side to come in this jeweler with 150 just to blow. You want a little setup, right? The rap nigga, us, we might can do some shows or might got an endorsement, so it's a little different. But let's just say I'm a street dude. I come out the street and I pop up in a jeweler. I'm spending 80 cents, right? I'm spending 80K on something. I need the jeweler to take good care of me. I done seen where rap niggas that come into the jewelry store, they'll kick some of them other niggas out. And I also done seen the other finesse. Here's another finesse. They be setting rap niggas up to meet other niggas. Hey, we got such and such coming through, you know. You can go on and come now. Yeah, he should be coming. He just called. And then some kind of way you'll meet up with a nigga, which, you know, if a nigga spending 200, he got some paper, but he might be the police. Don't listen, PSA, don't never put me in no crossfire meeting nobody. Let me know you want me to meet somebody, right? Don't try to make it like it was organic, because you might make me think, damn, I ran in the cuz at the jewelry store whole time. The jeweler was in on that. The jeweler was in on that whole time, and I'm thinking, damn, man, that was so, it was like, I just met home one day at the, like, and then he really the police or something. You know what I mean? So, nah, I just, you know, it's all kind of games being played is basically, is what I'm saying. We got a whole bunch to talk about, man. I want to talk about Akademiks and Blueface going at it and why Akademiks now seems to be the guy who want to respond on the internet in the way that he responds. I want to talk about Nori and Joe Budden taking shots at podcasters, at old rappers, things like that. We definitely going to talk about Steven Crowder versus the Daily Wire. This is a crazy topic because Steven Crowder is a giant in the conservative space. He was offered a deal by the Daily Wire. It then gets messy. It's recorded phone calls. But more importantly for us, it's industry standard that we deal with when we talk about podcasting and media. I'm also going to talk about Ed Reed and that school where he was let go of and how he went live and some of those mistakes that I think that he made. And even though he's passionate, I think you can't find a black cat in a dark room, and sometimes you cannot criticize all you got to work with. You get that? Sometimes you can't criticize all you got to work with. And we'll get into that later, but it's like, yo, if your bathroom doesn't have a tub and all you have is a shower, you cannot pout every day about not having a tub. You can't criticize the only thing that you have to work with. Some things you cannot change. You have to change how you deal with them and change how you interface with them. You see, these things are very important. I need y'all to learn. We're going to get to Joe Budden and Noreaga talking about podcasts, and I'll start there. But first, I want to just spend a little time about Drake. Drake just hit 75 billion streams on Spotify. That's number one. And I need people to really understand what that means and how when, number one, let's give a round of applause for that. That's super dope. But I need people to understand the revenue attached to that. I know the casual consumer has some arrested development as it pertains to understanding how streaming has changed the course of not only marketing, but the way that these companies get data. So Spotify had just released that Drake was the first artist to surpass 75 billion streams. I think just that stat right there says a lot. But once you know more about streaming, once you understand more about data collection, right? Because I need people to understand that streaming not only interrupted the music game, but once they figured out the data attached to that, that was worth way more than what any number they can give you in your tune core. And that's why they don't let you behind the scenes. Now, here's where it get interesting. Drake comes out and says, yo, tell him send me a LeBron-sized check for that. I got enough plates, because they would send these plates out, you know, Plex plates, and it's just like he basically is saying, look, I know a little bit more than you probably think I know. And I'll get to that in a second. I heard a couple of podcasters speak about the company even having the audacity to promote that. Because if you do, then you are depending on him being naive. If you put out Drake got 75 billion streams and send him a plate, you assume him not to know what that means. You assume him not to know how streams are integrated with data collection, which is integrated to marketing, which is integrated to purchases, customer purchases. This is the game I'm giving you. See, they don't want you to know all of that. So they'll just say, boy, you got a lot of streams. You're doing well in music. But they don't tell you what their stream tells them, because when you sign up for these apps, you give away data. They say, hey, we know you listening to music, but when you download this app, we also want to know when you go on Google and what you put in, though. No, it ain't bothering nothing. We also want to look at your notepads in case you ever put over there shopping list, Christmas list. Like, these things are just so apparent if you just pay attention. Why do they need access to all these other things? It's because this access to this app is what you want, but what we need is the data collection, because we then sell that to these companies and try to see. Just like me, I'm someone in the electronics and technology and all of that. You know what I keep seeing? That new Benz, that new BMW, all the little bells, and they know I'm into that. If they got my information, they know he's into all of that. And so I asked myself, how much do I think Drake knows about streaming and what a stream is worth, and how much of the music industry he's in control of, and who's really had conversations with the homeboy about his influence and power and what that really looks like if he pulls out? Because that's a dangerous question. Like, I need people to understand, just even flirting with that is dangerous for somebody like him, dog. We mean it's a lot of money. So how many people can he really have those kind of conversations with off the record, just on some, hey, man, this shit's serious. Like, this shit's serious, nigga. Nigga, if I tell them folks out, nigga, you know they might try to, like, this shit that serious. If I try to create a streaming platform, right, what do that look like for real? Not that we scared of, but I'm saying this is serious business for somebody like dude. And I'll say this. Someone like Drake on that level knows everything that they are willing to share about a stream and just about ad revenue and all of that. He knows everything that they're willing to share. Here's the trick, though. I think he knows even a little bit more. So I think he has, if not for sure information, he has a little insight about what's happening with some of that information behind there and how they're turning that into billions. Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, all of these companies have been able to make billions of dollars by being middlemen to music and entertainment that they do not own. How are they doing that, ladies and gentlemen? How is YouTube free and they make so much money, ladies and gentlemen? It's ad games. How is Google free and it makes so much money, ladies and gentlemen? It's data. It's, hey, yo, he put this in. He most likely likes this. Let's market this to him all the time. That's going to get him. I wonder, do Drake know, like, some of these dudes, like, because they want you to believe that one stream is worth, like, I hear rappers adopt that. I've never really adopted that. I understand that that's the jargon that's being put out, but I've never adopted that as an understanding of streams. What 3,500 is one stream or something like that. I just would always say something's off with that, because I do know a little bit more about what they're doing with this data. So when I know that, I say, well, damn, these two people listening to this one podcast isn't worth the same thing, right? One of these people, you'll probably be able to market him Papa John's versus Pizza Hut or something like that. That's okay. That's fair. We don't make a lot off that. That's not even worth considering. But you got some people that'll listen to the podcast that the difference is him buying a Mercedes or a BMW, or him going to get another Mercedes or another BMW on top of the two that he got, and his daughter's getting one, and him buying another $165,000, right? So his data is also attached to one of these somewhere, right? And so we can't quantify that because they won't give us those analytics. And I'm telling you, man, at some point, somebody like Drake, like the position he's in is something I'm not sure that a lot of casual consumers understand. Like, he literally foundated a lot of the streaming apps. Without his participation in these apps, just picture back then when it first went with some of these bigger artists, like, now we not participating. Right then we starting our own. Not when it started now, we gonna try to, now right then, no, we starting our own. We ain't participating, we ain't taking our music nowhere. We ain't got no contracts to speak to it. So all the black music, this might have been our only chance to break away some kind of way. We might have missed the opportunity with streaming. We maybe missed a golden opportunity right there not to participate in that way. But I know it wasn't all up to us, but whoever had that kind of ownership and leverage maybe could have took it another route. Nonetheless, I think we still will never know, right now at least, what a stream is worth and what that means. I need people to start understanding. I'm going to be more loud about it and have conversations about, this is not about music. This is not about YouTube videos. This is about data. Data leads to ads, which leads to, I've said it. So pay attention to those things. Now, let's talk about this. Noreaga and Joe Budden sat down and talk about podcasting. You know, whenever you talk about podcasting, I have to come and put some game beside some of that shit that people saying, because, again, it ain't about us. It's about the people that's behind us. You know, it's about the people that's trying to get some money off this, right? It's a lot of street dudes, a lot of ex-rappers. It's a lot of people that's trying to survive and not do something stupid. If the only barrier between them and success is information and you won't give none, I call you a fuck nigga, and that don't exclude nobody. I'm not rich by association. I'm not in position to listen to niggas and let them run around lying about their positions. I'm here now. Let me get an air horn for that shit. I'm sick of niggas. But, you know, we got a lot of respect for people, but people got to earn respect from real ones. We don't give respect. I got respect for people in the game that I have identified as instructors, not niggas that's living under illusion. I get sick of niggas and how they operate in this space. I say to myself, are they serious? Yo, let me not be upset, because I'm not upset. I'm concerned. And when you passionate and you concerned, it can come off as you being upset. And I know people don't know me as well as they think they know me. And so it's blurred. The lines are blurred. And I scare a lot of you fuck niggas. Right? And I don't mean to scare you dudes. I just mean to try to come get the information. Right? And so let me try to lend some credence to my argument. Black people find themselves in podcasting behind the 8-ball. I'll change that single-handedly, me, Loon. I'm going to change it. I'm the only one that can stretch far out. I'm the only one. Go get somebody. I'm the only person that can stretch far out with this podcast and shit. That excludes nobody. The big dogs, y'all already out the way. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all, that ain't even podcast. With this podcast shit, I'm the only one that's a 10 times contributor. And I'm being humble with this. And the only reason I'm speaking on it, man, is because these people behind us don't have any marching orders, bro. And then we brag and boast about how much money is being made and not even sharing the information. We'll get to that in a second. Let's listen to what Joe Budden and Noreaga said on this podcast. And we got a lot to cover with this. A whole lot to cover with this. Let's pay attention.
Shit.
So what's better, rap money or podcast money?
Rapping is 1,000,000% better. Podcasting is 1,000,000% easier.
I didn't say what was better between the two. I said, what's better, rapper money or podcast money?
Rapper money is still better. Podcast money is so easy. I feel like I'm just finger popping.
Oh, he's shitting on y'all broke podcasters now. Hey, you broke podcasters, he's going crazy on you niggas now.
I'm just being honest. Like,
he getting his shit. Let me throw the gunshots up.
Don't get him involved in shit like that.
All right, now let me put the gun.
This is an old-fashioned gas up. Hey, listen, I'm not personally attached to it. I just want y'all to see what's happening, right? This is an old-fashioned gas up from 1985. You know, understand me? Pay attention.
Shots up. Hey,
he going off.
He going off.
Podcasting. You know what's crazy? I'm looking at these rappers trying shows now because rappers from our era.
He bit it.
And they are so failing.
Yo, isn't it great?
It's great to see
No, tell the truth. It's great to see people fail. Yeah.
This is not good, man.
That's bad, bro.
Listen, man.
That's bad to say.
You can't take the blueprint and hire different contractors.
Yes, they doing
They
sports shows. They doing comedy shows.
They selling ass out there. Right? They are selling their ass.
They talking about
y'all some haters.
I'm just doing this for fun. No, you're not.
No, you're not. It's a lie.
We got them.
We got them. No, but it's true, yo. But it's true. It's true. It's true.
This will start a long conversation, and we're going to cover most of it. But I'm highly disappointed at these guys. Gunshots, you can't hire the And I zoom out. See, Loon going to be okay without nobody's involvement. I know if all else fails, the South got me. I know this for sure. Right? Now, I listen to this, and I hear two people who 2 decades ago had some records out, right? And I say, damn, these guys are important to the culture, but they ain't as important to the culture where they will be relevant today without the help of many people for them to be in a media position. And now for you to laugh at people that's lacking information because it's not audience. Everybody that know you know them. It's just something they ain't doing with their audio. It's something happening, right? It's information based. Maybe they can't make 6 million. Maybe they can make 1 million. But it's people with audiences and audio that don't know what to do with it. And they laugh at them. Picture Joe Rogan doing that. That's why I got to take the game. This shit ain't about no money, nigga. What is the leadership doing? I know it's fun and games. Everything is fun and games. Not when we got the most influential culture in the world and our podcast can't crack top 50 on all podcasts. We got to keep talking about music podcasts. Rogan's a comedy podcast and it stretched far out. Nigga, we just rumbling the charts around here. We pit up against each other. When mine top music, I'm in music, because can't nobody stretch out. And then we look at each other and laugh. They failing. They trying all kind of shit. Well, you serious? Picture Joe Rogan telling Bert not to do a podcast, telling Tom. No, the first thing he said, man, do a podcast. Look, man, you talk well. We got all kind of stories. You a comic, man, do a podcast. Listen, this is what you do. I'll come on. What are we doing over here, bro? And they applauded it. Focus. They like, and for me, I watch it like everybody else. I watch it I got to be able to speak about these things at the drop of a hat in a way where these young niggas know how to navigate around some sucker shit. Ain't no real nigga in the world gonna tell me laughing at failure of niggas who trying podcasting and don't know what to do. Because when I'm on the outside and I say, Loon, I'm probably the only one done this shit without no real help. So they talking like they just come in with built-in fan bases. The most you had to do was just convert the fan base, which, listen, if you giving a gift, you don't measure it. So I'm not saying that, it was this what done it, it was that what done it. I'm just saying, bro, acknowledging the fact that it's people behind you that need marching orders. These dudes have literally went and got rich, get drunk, and just sit up there and laugh at people who can't make it up the hill. Them white boys is sending shit back down the hill. Nigga, some of them white boys coming back down the hill a little bit. I done saw Rogan be at the top of podcasting and reach back down and interview a motherfucker that's slick in hot water a little bit to bring them up a little bit up the hill and validate their arguments a little bit. Put something next to them, put something on them, and we over here saying, they trying all kind of shows. And you be careful with jokes, especially from people that ain't comedians. Because if you pay attention and you listen close enough, the truth will whistle through a joke. If you just listen close enough. How is it good to see people fail? Somebody help me understand that. What words are those? And I know what we gonna say. It's all fun and games. I heard somebody say it ain't a joke if we don't never stop laughing. Let's listen to a little more.
When Leo called me the other day, he kept enforcing to me the transition is everything. There's not been a lot of people to do this. You know who's the only person who's been able to do this other than me, you, and a couple of other? It's LL.
LL, Ice-T.
Ice-T. They go get a computer, they get 2 cameras, and they get a white guy. No offense to anybody right here.
It's all right.
I got white people with me too. They get a white guy, and they just think, say a couple of funny stories, and it's gonna work.
Nah.
Yeah.
And then they come out for 3 weeks. No, they do 6 episodes. When the 6 episodes don't work, they start to rethink it. And you know what happens?
Give up.
They come out with another show. And then that's trash.
Mm-hmm.
And then they start cooking.
Nah.
And then that's trash.
Now, let me do some credence to what he said. And again, I'm in a unique place because I've done it. Podcasting is very strenuous. It's a lot to do. It's not just talking, you know, and you can get lost in that, right? Because you say, well, damn, it looks like he's just talking. I talk, he talks. I know English, he know English. We both, like, I'm black, he black. I know hip-hop, he know. So it's just talking. How hard is talking? Then you get 15, 20, 30, 50, 60, 100 episodes in, and it's like, damn. And I heard Rogan speaking about that, about comedy. It's where it's like everybody thinks because they make their friends laugh, it's like that. And this is the exact same with podcasting. You cannot just look at it and say, oh, Loon podcast, or, you know, they podcast. It's just talking. Just let's meet up and talk, bro. It's more than that. It's art to it. It's technique to it, right? And on top of that, taking it just away from the content, which now you got so much competition. So take away from that. Now you got to understand YouTube, you got to understand keywords, SEO, you got to understand CPM, ads, you got to understand a sales team. Like, you got to understand all that if you got a business, or if you're going to be just talent and want to plug and play. Now nothing's on your back. You have no understanding of podcasting, therefore you can't teach what you ain't been taught. See what I'm saying? So you can't be considered one of the forefathers. This industry needs people in it that will give that information without trying to hold it. Now, with that being said, they're going into podcast land now, right? And they just having fun, I guess, and talking about other podcasters being broke. Let's pay attention, see what we get from it, if anything.
We don't know them boys being my niggas going, hey.
And then they do a shopping show. They trying anything out there. Listen,
Nah, they selling
let's be
ass.
honest.
Chill out.
They look
Then they got a clothing show.
Listen, man, I'm humble on my show, not to be humble on this show.
Yeah, don't come here to be humble.
Yeah,
you got your leather on.
Y'all looking horrible out here. I feel sorry for some of y'all, and I'm stopping lending money too.
You lending niggas money?
No, but I take their phone calls when they ask for it.
Yo, Noreaga's getting so much money out here, yo. I want to let y'all know out here, it's 9 a.m.
I asked myself, what was Nori trying to do with that? Is he posturing to Joe, or like, I'm stop lending money? Oh, you lend some money? Let's get into it. Oh, no, I'm not lending money. I just take the calls. Who calls you taking? Right? Let's ask these questions. Like, because if it's going to be gunshots and, like, yo, bro, like, what we doing? What we doing? And what is a podcaster like? I will give Nori some credit. He's been able to navigate this space with the help of a lot of people, with the interest of people. This cannot be left unsaid. He's been able to navigate in a way that maybe nobody else can navigate because of his relationships. But yet that isn't mentioned. But yet he started and went right over to ABC. But yet some kind of way that is... Right, are we serious with this? Like, Play One was involved. Like, yo, I'm telling people I know this business, man. I'm not one of them. I'm a $500 million man in this space. I'm not one of them. And sometimes I think they see my clips here and there and they say, well, I can duck them a little longer. Y'all done confused a short man for a boy. I'm him. I ain't gonna never need no help. I come in with information. And I come in where I had to survive when the lights was off. Man, this shit is cake to me. This is a dream job. Now I get to get into some of the psyche about why win and what. Now it's just dream job to ride this shit on out and make money. This shit is light for me. And so now I look at it and I'm so disappointed. You know, I ain't even gonna say disappointed because I'm no longer disappointed. And this isn't personal, right? I keep telling people because, number one, I got a lot of respect and love for Revolt. Shout out to my Revolt family. Shout out to them. But this is about the information for our culture, for our people, right? When I even saw and this isn't a Revolt call, I want to be clear, but I just want to make sure that my people know that my alliance with Revolt is intact, right? They're my people. But when I saw Kanye go over to Drink Champs and they was drinking, and I just said, this ain't the time for that. This ain't the time for that. Conversations had to be tailor-made when so much is at stake. We can no longer just interact with each other like we're talking in the barbershop. You ain't never heard a nigga say my podcast is barbershop talk. A nigga can't disrespect my pimping with that kind of talk. Now this barbershop talk. A nigga ain't never said that about my podcast. I be trying to make sure niggas understand it's entertainment. Or edutainment. The homeboys made that, or maybe that's what it is. But you ain't never heard no nigga say, boy, it's like barbershop talk because this is high level game. This is a premium product. Then you pay attention, right? And you hear certain things. And again, man, I'm disappointed in not anyone in particular in our space period, right? I think these kind of conversations right here are unnecessary, you know, especially sending shots at people who you going to see out and be like, yo, we're just partying, man. Like, this industry weird. I want niggas on the outside to know this industry shit is weird, man. This shit is some weird shit. Niggas see you out and do all that like it's cool, and then it should be weird. Like, shit lightweight weird. And then if you come in like I came in, you be like, man, you got to have respect for the push-up being as polished as it is, nigga. Nah, they got to respect the push-up being this motherfucking polished. You ain't running in the now, some bitch pushed up on you like this with no podcasting or none of this kind of business. Man, I come out the street like this here. So you got how you niggas is acting some. Yo, come on, man. Let's keep it real with each other. Let's listen to a little more.
He came in with 90 bottles of Ace.
And I'm leaving the bottles. That we
And he's
Can
leaving
you give
them.
him a bottle of Ace, please?
That's how I know he's going crazy. Talk to me about this Warner deal, man.
Yes.
Come on, let us pocket watch.
It's probably the best audio deal in rap podcast history.
No, he shouldn't on me now.
100.
Hold up. He shouldn't on me now.
Keeping it 100.
Hold up. Let me hit the round of applause.
And we still own our IPO.
Huh?
I said,
It's why I don't interview podcasters.
before me, pop it for me, my brother. Come on. Don't give me an unopened bottle.
Yeah, let him.
I said before me, they gave their YouTubes for free. Them IPOs, they didn't own. Only me and E. A lot of y'all dudes was out here giving y'all YouTubes away for free. Y'all was signed to, what's that shit, Sound? What was the shit that Tax and all them niggas was signed to? What's that label? Dude named Matt ran it.
Oh shit, he dropping it.
All of them was
We from
on,
Queens.
Yes.
We from Queens. We are from Queens.
All of them was on this label giving they YouTubes away for free. I'm the first dude that had a 3 deal for the same crack. I sold crack.
Let me just speak on that because, again, this shit sound good on the podcast, but I know that not to be the case. Loudspeaker Network is the name of it. Again, being a student of the game, shout out to Chris Monroe and all of those. Number one, let's not just say that over there, yo, Combat Jack, RIP Combat, who was doing this before it was doing this. You hear me? Who was doing this before it was doing this? who was doing this when it was online radio or some shit where it didn't even have a clear understanding of what it could be. He was there, planted in the sand. Let's put some respect on the legend's name. Shout out Tex, who created that niche a lot of you suckers live in now. What we doing out here? We really saying Loudspeaker was one of the first people, and it's an audio company. They don't even deal with video. Shout out to the Reed, 10 years on the charts. Are we serious? Are we going to just talk because we trying to appease our homeboy, or can we really put some game down? The money don't make you real where I'm from. Putting the young niggas on make you real where I'm from. Pulling somebody out the water make you a gangster where I'm from. Killing something ain't nothing where I'm from. Pulling somebody out the water make you a real one where I'm from. Can we put the game down, or we gonna just talk? Cause what we doing? Somebody help me understand. I got little to no understanding for show horses, especially when they ain't giving no information. Help me understand what we doing. Loudspeaker is an audio company. What we talking about video? They was giving a video away for free. You got any, who said that? Where you get that from? Let's have that conversation. You know what I mean? I know it's a podcast. It's cool. Like, run the numbers up. Do your thing. But I need to put some game next to some of that shit.
The same crack 3 times. I had to deal with Master Pill, Title, and Revolt at the same time. Hello. Hello.
As you hear Nora speak about him having 3 deals at the same time, shout out Diddy, shout out Hove, shout out Mass Appeal. I think that might be in the ABC situation. I'm not sure, but he didn't mention Charlemagne. They got this. And I say this with all due respect to Nora, but something to me is it because Charlemagne and Joe don't see eye to eye? If you saluting people you got money with, and you just got money with Charlemagne for the last 2 years, how Charlemagne name didn't come up? This is why the niggas behind y'all don't know what to do. They don't know. Damn, you just said you had a 3 deal. How? It's niggas on the other side at the edge of their seat thinking that's the big homie sitting there with the information. How you got 3 deals, big homie? Hello. That's what he done. Man, I'm a big player, man. I'm a big player. First thing I seen when I seen that, I said, okay, 3 deals. And he did have 3 deals. He got relationships with Diddy. He got relationships with Jay. He got relationships with Charlemagne Mass and whoever Mass Appeal is. He got relationship with these people. So for me, I think it's a little easier for you to just come out and say, yo, I leveraged a lot of my relationships and it probably got me some of the best deals in podcasting. Therefore, created an ecosystem for people who might can come under that if their relationships land in the same place. This is how I got the 3 deals at the same time for the same crack. And I'm gonna be honest, man, Nori, I got a lot. I've watched a lot of your things, bro, and I've watched your career, and I've been a fan of you from afar. A lot of y'all people in the game, I'm fans of y'all, man. 23 though, we have real conversations, and I'm from the South. Sometimes I feel like they do anything to leave these Southern people out. Like, how Charlemagne name didn't come over? You just got money with dude for 2 years over there. For people who don't know, everything is about numbers in business. For you to say I just got the biggest deal is because y'all just did a hell of a thing over there with Black Effect. That's how it work. You ball on the Lakers and the Knicks give you a bag. You see that? But in the NBA, ain't nobody holding that information. They tell you, man, you in some contract years, you got to perform. Your re-up is coming. They letting you know over here is, hey, give some information. How did you do that? It's about the people behind us. We gonna be okay. I got interest from all the top companies. I'm gonna be all right. Even if they don't do it, I got enough money to be okay by myself. I'ma do it. And my voice louder, my message purer. They can't stop this. I won't allow them to stop it because the truth gonna always seep through. It ain't nobody disputing me. It's a reason for that. There ain't one person that can come out and say nothing about me in any capacity. I ain't got no smut on my jacket. I ain't borrowed nothing from nobody. I ain't shitted or done no sucker shit to nobody. Ain't no paperwork on me. Ain't no lies, ain't no nothing going on. It's pure truth when you fucking with this here. And the truth don't exclude nobody. Your money don't make you miss the truth, nigga. That little money niggas got don't make them not have to abide by the truth, nigga. Universal law is in effect. So when I speak about shit, the real one's gonna let me hear what Loon said. It makes sense. If it don't make sense, Loon, I don't know. And we can go back and forth about it. If it's a problem, handle it like it's a problem. Not a press conference. But let me relax and just get back to some information because I'm not upset at all. I'm just dealing with information and I'm having a good time today. I asked myself, man, for some reason, when they look at it, do they not think about Charlamagne? Then I said, I just cannot believe that they don't. You cannot not think about Charlamagne when you did business with him the last 2 years. Right? You never came out and said the business was bad, so evidently the business was good. They got an infrastructure over there with iHeart that places you and plug and play in a situation. What are we doing? And I said to myself, you know what it is, Loon? So there's an old saying that says the blind can't see, but the proud won't see. And it's almost like they too proud. And I think when I think about being proud as a nigga that's podcasting, dealing with a broadcaster that's on radio that has it's something weird happening, right? But here's the thing. They've had to deal with Charlamagne, and I'm going to talk to him about that when he come on the show. A lot of people has had to deal with him transitioning from a podcaster to an exec. And somewhere along the lines, I think sometimes they still think they competing with him in that podcast, broadcast space. And to me, they're wrong. But I think that's literally the reason why a lot of these guys won't just say, dude name.
I didn't sell them different episodes.
Right.
It was the same episode. And guess what?
Talk to him.
Hov was cool with it. Yeah. Esco is cool with it.
See, that's
Diddy is cool with it.
See, that's where I start hating. Too.
Let me hustle.
That's where I start.
You should hate,
yeah.
Let me hustle.
But you know, they tell you very early on in this business that this business is built on relationships.
100%.
Yes, it is.
100%.
And when you first come in, well, for me anyway, I didn't understand the levity. Yeah. I didn't understand how heavy.
You was pissing people off.
How heavy that was. But even now, as you speak, right? We talking about 20 years back, over 20 years ago, 25 years ago. And that Def Jam family then of
it's now
Leor,
Warner,
Kevin, Julie, Kaiser, Todd
Moskowitz, Randy Acker, who's my manager.
Randy
and Biggs is my manager.
Randy's your manager?
Randy and Biggs is my manager.
I knew that already.
Yes, you
I
did.
knew that already.
You did. I said it on this pod before.
But there's like so many, that squad was legendary, right? So
what did I tell you, Diego? What did I say
that
all the time?
You'll never see another team like that again. Yep. And if you look around, everybody is
everyone's still
up. Yeah. Everyone's still rich, and they still in a position somewhere.
Mega. So when you speak about these deals and what's going on,
all right, let's talk about it then. And I don't usually pop my shit, but I think it's a time and place for. Ain't nobody really fucking with my squad. None of you podcast niggas. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. The real heavy hitters in the game, my real team I can call, from athletes to CEOs of record labels to everybody in the game that's powerful. I got a big, let's do it. Let's talk. And y'all can't talk like me. I come from the South. I represent it. What we doing?
Yeah, these relationships, man.
Yeah, relationships. A guy told me this one time. He said he made more money at the bar than he ever did at the office. And what he was trying to say is, it doesn't mean drinking is going to get you a deal. It means having that relationship, having that person to take him outside of the office and tell him to loosen up his tie. Have a Mai Tai.
Yeah. Have a Mai Tai.
Still a rapper, you know what I mean?
Hey, you got to come back to the
Drink some Japanese whiskey, drink some Hibiki and loosen up.
Nah, that's when I really didn't know he was getting money. He dropped a couple rap songs while he was podding.
That's true.
Yeah.
He dropped a couple
rap, right?
No.
He teased the
I ain't gonna lie,
Lucy
though.
here.
But what's crazy is Drink Champs is now a record label.
over there.
Yeah, we also signed the Joe Budden network album. Even though y'all can make it, we don't give a fuck what y'all give us.
We got an album coming too, actually.
Yeah, come on,
I got
why
a Snoop
not?
album.
These guys are getting so. And by the way, I used to live. This is how you know.
Can you adjust your mic so I can hear you?
Okay, I'm sorry. This is how y'all know.
This is not that operation that you run.
This is how you know they're getting money. My main house used to be right up the block. My main house. Not the side one.
Right.
The main one.
Hey, man.
But everybody, you know.
5 minutes from here. You can walk there.
Yeah. Everybody ran through over there.
When I moved from Queens, this is balling to me.
Yeah?
This area is balling. I used to see Fab and Pathmark. This is not right.
What year was this?
I ain't gonna say it because I'm kind of coming back, and I ain't even gonna blow up with y'all that. Because guess what? You know why?
I want to clarify something, right? Nore ain't never got no money with Joe Budden.
Boom, headshot. Boom, headshot. Boom, headshot.
Let's just clarify that.
That's something that I want to establish so bad. People like you, me, who is considered OGs, we don't hate on this young generation. Only people who hate is people who ain't getting money. Monte with a T.
Talk about it. It's true.
It's not true. You can hate and have money. Let's be clear. You can hate and have money and know your position is dwindling away. Let's be clear now. Or where y'all from? So y'all gonna live in a perfect world. Y'all gonna want to convince me that ain't now a nigga with money in the industry hating. You want to convince, and they ain't mentioning Baby. They ain't mentioning Pluto that's still streaming top 5 in the industry. Ain't nobody mentioning it. They quiet. They whisper it, right? But y'all gonna tell me ain't now a nigga with money hating? Who y'all think y'all talking to? We had money before this industry shit. I think some of y'all get in this industry and clock out of real life. Some of y'all niggas with money in this industry is haters. Nigga, let's keep it a buck.
Boom, headshot. Boom, headshot. Boom, headshot.
Again, Monte, you appreciate the young generation. You want to learn the dances. I can't do that dance for that dance.
The gritty, I can't do it either.
I can't do it.
I tried it.
But
It's harder than it looks.
Yo, listen. On that, I had an argument with I can't say who, but it was a younger artist. He was like, y'all old niggas need to get money. I said, my nigga, what kind of car you got? Because I got 2 of them. What kind of watch you got?
Hey, stop shitting on niggas. All right.
No. Keep shitting.
Nori,
I
enough.
got 15 of them.
Enough, Nori.
No, ain't that enough. More than that.
So
You're too old to be doing that.
What makes me, because I'm old, I'm a hater?
Nah, you're not. I don't
Nah,
think
nigga.
Nah, you don't hate.
Nah, nigga. And guess what?
Nori,
I was platinum way before you, homie. I had to tell him.
From physicals, too.
Shout out to Nori for being platinum way before him. But nigga being old don't mean a nigga ain't no hater. Nigga, you ain't got the step no more. Matter of fact, nigga, if we really want to drill down when a nigga he may start hating. If we really want to talk. So don't just say, man, cause I'm old, I ain't no hater. I ain't saying Nori no hater. But also I can't allow them to just say, hey man, just cause I'm old with money, nigga, it's impossible for me to hate. I know a bunch of you bitch ass rich niggas I get on y'all nerd, cause I'm really cut like that. I'm really him. Nigga hate to see me coming down the timeline or be reposted by this or that. Yeah, I know I get on a bunch of you bitch ass niggas nerds because the truth can't stand next to a lie. So I understand that and I don't take it personal, but I'm aware of it. You niggas ain't gonna convince me just cause you got money, you ain't no hater and y'all ain't never put nobody on in the field. Y'all say it's so sweet. Say this, the field's so sweet, but I ain't never put nobody on. And nigga, I got money. I ain't know. Y'all talking to Loon? Y'all talking to the nigga that come in with 5 houses? They come in like this? Y'all talking to me? Come in with transitional homes? Y'all talking to me saying that? Nigga, it is never impossible for a nigga to be a hater, nigga. Let's put that out there. Young niggas, be aware. That old nigga on the corner, when you walk in with the Benz outside, the Cadillac he keep washing down, that boy might hate you, nigga. He might be hating on your young ass, nigga. Just cause you old don't mean you can't be no hater, nigga. I'm not co-signing that. So let's talk about this. DJ Akademiks and Blueface. For those of you that's unaware, DJ Akademiks for some reason over the last couple of years has found himself online squabbling with a number of artists. For me, I find it is interesting, but I understand why it's happening. We're going to get into a little bit of that today. But first, we're going to take a look and see what happened between him and Blueface. My understanding is Akademiks said something slick. Blueface went on Twitter, and now we're about to listen to Akademiks' response, and we'll come back with some game. Let's take a look.
Being your and I'm 100,000% down MMA. I'll buy your foreclosed house, kick you out, your child and the mother of your child, and the 10 she done fucked. That's it, nigga. Stop playing with me, nigga. Go get the nigga who done fucked your bitch, nigga. You eating a snatch, nigga. 10 niggas that ran through her, bro. Go handle your business, nigga. Handle your business, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, boy? After that, nigga, we could get it in. It don't matter, nigga. Your bitch getting piped out by 10 niggas, dog. Fuck is you talking about? Anyway.
So for those of you who do not know, Akademiks is responding to Blueface saying, you know what, you been talking crazy online. Let's go and just fight. We gonna go and get that out the way, man. Come on through here. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that out the way. Because if you've been following Akademiks, you see he do a lot of woofing online. Like he ready to fight. Everybody know within the sound of his voice, at least I would assume, knows that he don't want to fight nobody or want no trouble. That's why he stay in that house like that. But I know what's happening. Nothing is expensive on credit. And so the internet has been able to give these guys credit when it's not due. And not credit as in you're the first to do something, but you know, or something like that. Like not credit as in props, but credit as in promise. Because if you and somebody facing you doing certain things, especially men, there's a level where either somebody's going to bag down or it's going to go to a level where violence is going to be in close proximity of the people that can't find a solution. So I understand when he don't know the consequences. I can stay right here, and then when I come out, I can hire security. This is his mindset. I can talk like I want to. You talking about a man and his girl with his baby mama, and you online talking about she getting fucked and putting his mama out their house and all that. See that liquor doing it to little dude. And it's crazy to watch because I'm saying, yo, y'all allow this a lot of money this dude handling with this kind of irresponsible behavior. I ain't never seen dude with a button-up shirt or a sweater going to no formal meeting. I ain't never seen him. Young, well, you get what I'm saying? Not saying that he got to, but I'm saying with that level of power, what are you really doing over there? What the fuck is happening? I'm saying for me, Loon, I'm talking. Because can't none of you niggas talk to me like you talk to them other niggas. I come in with it. And all my deals is high level. I got interest from everybody. You can't talk to me like that. And I own my shit. And I handle it myself. And I funded my shit. I'm the founder of my shit. You can't talk to me like you talk to them niggas. None of you. Right? You don't got no resume like me. You didn't hustle like I did. None of you. None of you. You was rapping when I was hustling. I don't give a fuck who you name. You understand? When I was outside, you niggas was indoors doing shows. I don't give a fuck who you name. Respectfully. And thank God I was alive enough to wake up out of that motherfucking coma. Because they had me on the other side of the street thinking I was getting shit accomplished. And I wasn't doing nothing but sitting still. A sitting duck, just waiting on the police to figure it out. What happens is you got your money just waiting on the police to come get it. You got to figure out something, man. But let's listen to a little more.
I just wanted to sun that nigga real quick. I'm back to the bullshit. This what Blueface don't want it, nigga. I had to count it out. I said 10 niggas done piped out Blueface girl and he's still taking Henny balls to the head. Get your manhood back before you talk to me, nigga. We got to find out the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th nigga who piped this bitch out. And he's the 11th. And she got his kid. Answer that, nigga. I don't got nothing else to say to that nigga, man. Stop the fucking cap, nigga. Blueface, I'm about to put you in a bond, nigga. I promise you, you and your girl gonna be fighting for weeks. Stop playing with me, okay?
All I gotta say is this, yo.
Listening, yo.
At this point, Krishan could be on Plug Talk, nigga. Yo, AJ, if they hit you up to contract you fuck his girl, would you do it?
Nigga, Krishan Rock.
Again, I just want to be clear. He's talking about this dude's woman. And so 8 months from now, he'll say, what really happened? I really don't, because he's drinking. And I just think you got to pay attention to that. And rappers don't go in the trick bag for it, right? And that's the thing about this internet and this shit. Like, I know everybody want to do everything, but, man, once you give it to a nigga like that, once you give clout to him, you really can't take it back. So you got to be careful with this shit.
Oh, fuck no. Now, act. Krishan Rock took the record from Linda, nigga.
Hey,
You know
don't be
what I'm saying,
dissing Leonard, AJ. That's my girl, man. So
Yeah, I'm telling you, nigga, Krishan Rock took the record from her, nigga. She
Nah,
said,
I ain't got no issues with Leonard, man. I don't know what y'all talking about, man. Like,
man, Lena is a queen, a beautiful queen. Y'all leave that girl alone.
Hey, we might have to act like one. Do you know at least 2 of them?
no more. You can't show me the deed. Yo, hey, I'm gonna leave it at there, and I'm gonna just embarrass him, just so I can see what the reaction gonna be. Hey, listen. Make sure. Let me tell you this: if Blueface don't name the 10 niggas who fucked his bitch, I don't want to talk to that nigga no more. You can't show me the deed. I need to see all 10 niggas who done fucked your bitch, who you now got pregnant. I'm sorry. You can't be acting like you're big, bad, and tough, and you're Mr. Ooh, whatever the fuck you be claiming. You said 10 niggas fucked your bitch. I want all nigga. I'm gonna have their mug shots up, nigga. It might be like their motherfucking driver's license. We need to see who fucked.
Let me be clear on this too. I'm looking at this and saying, right, if y'all beef, that's y'all business, right? Whatever. I'm saying from a business perspective, somebody like Akademiks, me coming into the game, right, and I get to see how much money is at stake. I've seen these deals myself, my eyes. The top deals in the game. I've seen it. I've been involved. I got 6-figure sponsors. I got other sponsors. I got deals in places. I know the money that's at stake in this game. So when I look at somebody like Akademiks and this is what he's doing with his power, influence, position, and his passion, I say to myself, he can't be somebody that's like me, because you supposed to be doing something other than this. I ain't telling you, like, you do what you want to with your voice, right? Because you got to deal with that, right? If a nigga run into you and you been saying certain things, you got to deal with that. I'm sorry don't excuse certain behavior. It's really a short list for I'm sorry where we come from. You know what I mean? Something like stepping on your shoe or, you know, certain little shit I'm sorry work for, but it ain't, I'm sorry ain't got no wheelhouses dealing with in regards to consideration. We ain't looking to give a nigga a pass after he done said certain things about someone that we may do got a baby by. And that's why I applaud Baby, because Baby don't even, he know I'm too big. I'm way too big to go back and forth with him. You know what I'm saying? And Akademiks know that, so he try to play on that. And then I'm in a position where I look at it and I'm saying he's trying to play this weird game where he wants some of these kids really to believe he's tough. I think he Charleston White, man. Charleston White done, you know, a lot of these motherfuckers is regurgitating his shit and taking on his character, man. This shit is like, it's like weird to me, bro. But as a business, I look at this and say, what are we doing with our time, brother? You could have made 2 or 3 other millionaires by now. We all know Grand Wizard or whatever. He really run your shit. He the reason all your content is him. You are the most unoriginal guy with a position, in my opinion. And that ain't no hating, because I'm the golden child. That ain't no hating. I'm just keeping it all the way real.
Blueface bitch, bro. I'm sorry to say. He said 10 niggas, bro. You've been exposing yourself for too long. Okay?
You need to bring them
Yo, let me ask you, AJ. If 10 niggas fucked your bitch in the last year, would you, that's your wifey?
I think I'm breaking up with a nigga.
Nigga, if 5 niggas fucked your bitch, is it still your wifey?
Nigga, if one nigga fuck my bitch, nigga.
Nigga, if one nigga even was having your bitch flirt with him, is that still your wifey, nigga? Fuck the fuck.
Fuck no. Act.
Exactly.
As they say, man, on schoolyard, nigga. I'm done. Done with her.
Yo, Blueface, you could never beat me. I'm in the media, nigga. You a fucking peon trying to get a fucking check from a reality show. I will clown you. You done embarrass your girl who's really gonna be the mother of your child. Listen, all is fair in love and war, nigga. And if you got something on me in love and war, you better drop it because trust me, they're giving it to me about you, okay? Yo, anybody else want to add some shit, man?
Man, I don't want to keep looking at this. What I do want to talk about, though, is, you know, as you see Akademiks and Blueface go at it, and Akademiks kind of press the gas in a way where you say he got to want violence or got to be just sunning. See, here's the thing. And so as you see Akademiks go further than most people would say is acceptable for someone that probably don't know how to fight, you observe a person. And I had to ask myself, Loon, why is Akademiks doing all of this? And I thought, it didn't take long. It didn't take long. I knew it was a reason. It's always a reason for a person that's in his position. So I said, oh, I remember what happened to you. Me being a student of the game, I want to take y'all back a little bit because if you pay attention to everything, you'll miss nothing. Nigga, they treated Akademiks like a stepchild. Akademiks was a celebrity loving nigga. He was I love celebrities nigga. You understand? He was really like a little celebrity poodle. And that's why a lot of people got close to him. They felt like they can control him because he was way too excited. He had never been accepted by people who he viewed with such reputation. So it was foreign territory for him. But I want to take y'all back to a few things, and we're going to take a look at what exactly happened to Akademiks and why you probably see some of these rants that he doesn't mean, some of these threats that he won't live by. Let's take a look.
And you fat as fuck, and nigga, shut the fuck up, man. I taught him how to fucking rap, damn near, and the fuck you mean? Goofy? Are you stupid?
He's a buster. He's a weirdo. Niggas will whoop his ass in real life. He behind the camera, and you gotta just let clowns be clowns, man. Like I was on Everyday Struggle, and I walked out just because, you know, I'm not a clown. I don't come from that world of like you make jokes about. We used to fuck niggas up. Excuse me, are we live?
No, we good. We can bleep this.
We used to fuck niggas up for trying to film fights.
Right.
In the hood.
Yeah.
Nigga, you fight. What you doing with the camera? We gonna make you fight, nigga. Yeah. Fuck wrong with you, boy. Yeah. We ain't covering no drama. That's called instigating. Right. And what's up with you while you at it, nigga? Right. So, you know, niggas like him get weeded out quick. He got a little internet run going on, but, you know, we just gotta let himself destruct because he's on the path.
The things that they're putting in their music is, we're going to run off on the plug. We're going to take this. We're going to take that. But you laughing because it's funny because you on the show. But you ain't saying that shit when your little homie getting his head knocked off, nigga.
No, you're right because that is one of the things.
Absolutely, I know I'm right. You ain't never been there. Like, you don't know what I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, it's cool. But if you got to go bury a nigga, and you got to pay for a nigga funeral because he listening to this shit and he thinking it's cool. You know what I'm saying? He running out here because that's the code. That's the rules. Wherever you're going to get the street rules from, the code, but our culture leaders.
Ballsy things to say that you said. Those are ballsy things to say, not coming from a ballsy person. Pause. But those are brave things to say, and I don't take you for a brave man. I really think that that's cowardice. I think that entire perspective that I'm gonna make a life off of joking about these young black men killing each other, that's coward shit, man. And you wouldn't say it to nobody to make a video series, you're not even from Chicago, called The War in Chirac, where you go into the smallest details of like murders. What is that? Like that's, you know what, that's just like, that's parasitic. That's what they do to our culture from the outside. And that's exactly what you do to our culture from the outside. You're like basically one of those little kids that makes like fan fiction on the internet and they just like create these worlds about people they don't even know. It's just kind of sick when it's real people dying young. I'm at those funerals. I just left one of those funerals on Friday. You feel me? From a 22-year-old shot 5 times on 61st Street. And that's something that you would take. I'm happy he wasn't a rapper, so you wouldn't clown him. Cause Trey, Nigel was my fucking brother. That's my brother I grew up with since age 5. And to see you clown him, and I know you wouldn't clown him if you ever saw us outside of a safe, controlled environment, man, that's some hoe shit. No,
I wish I'd have known.
And you need to.
I wouldn't have put him in that seat. I would have sat there.
No. When you talk about real niggas, man, from a real place, I follow Vic. I follow the Chicago scene. The Chicago scene I've covered a lot. Here's where I disagree with you with, right? I understand. No, I can't say my part.
They didn't even take him serious. Like he's a joke. And this is so what we're dealing with is like Revenge of the Nerds or some weird shit. Like, and I don't, I ain't really trying to take no shots, but I'm dealing with the information. Like, bro, look at this. This how they were dealing with him, and he was literally trying to. Here's me trying to make my argument, and niggas start laughing. Ain't now nigga never start laughing when I say, hey, hold on, let me say, hold on, y'all, nigga ain't laughing at that. I'm a man of substance. Not I'm better than anyone, but I'm a man of substance. Nigga ain't supposed to go to laughing when I say, well, hold on, man, they criticize me. Let me tell you what my perspective is, and niggas start laughing. So, again, I'm trying to identify why the behavior is in the place that it's in. I'm trying to. Let's look at it a little more.
Okay, no. So I disagree that it was just all clowning. Right? Now, there's satire used, right? And I know exactly what you're talking about. It's Warren Chirac, by the way, if you guys don't know. But I always had that positive message. Yo, y'all got to cut it out.
Satire is a form of clowning.
No. Yeah, but it's not on some, like, with no type of responsibility. Always offered advice.
Responsibility.
Satire,
that's like
when
you
I look
sitting
up-
there, you're fucking.
Wait, zero responsibility when I'm offering advice at times? And I'm
offering
also
advice? Who made you eligible to even weigh in? You sitting at a computer jacking
Everybody
off,
weighs in.
fucking typing.
Wait.
typing
Everybody
about
weighs in
real,
on everything.
Typing about real life. You talking about real shit. What you know about that, bro?
No, doesn't everybody weigh in on everything?
Not in that way. You really built a following off of clowning our deaths, people that I really know. And you know what's fucked up about it and why I said the things I said to you is because were we to be in a room, there's no cameras, there's no security, you see us, you wouldn't make no jokes. You wouldn't make a single joke.
Well, first of all, I gave an outside perspective.
Would you make a joke?
A joke about what?
No,
okay, give me some.
Hey, don't waste my camera time. He wouldn't make the joke.
You wouldn't make the joke.
He wouldn't make the joke.
So don't just be sitting like a fucking, like an internet gangster. Talking about making. I
don't think you understand me, truth be told. Because I never portray myself.
And the reason I say that is because those are ballsy things to say. That you said. Those are ballsy things to say, not coming from a ballsy person. Pause. But those are brave things to say, and I don't take you for a brave man. I really think that that's cowardice. I think that entire perspective that I'm gonna make a life off of joking about these young black men killing each other, that's coward shit, man. And you wouldn't say it to nobody when the cameras is on.
Let me ask you a question. So you expected me to cover drill music, everything around it, but not how do you cover that?
Who told you to make a video series, you're not even from Chicago, called The War in Chirac, where you go into the smallest details of like murders? What is that? Like that's, you know what, that's just like, that's parasitic. That's what they do to our culture from the outside. And that's exactly what you do to our culture from the outside.
I cover music.
That's not music. I'm talking about.
have a series called War in Chirac.
That's not music. That's not music. I'm talking about where you think you're like basically one of those little kids that makes like fan fiction on the internet, and they just like create these worlds about people they don't even know. It's just kind of sick when it's real people dying young. I'm at those funerals. I just left one of those funerals on Friday. You feel me? From a 22-year-old. Shot 5 times on 61st Street, and that's something that you would take. I'm happy he wasn't a rapper, so you wouldn't clown him. Cause Trey, Nigel was my fucking brother. That's my brother I grew up with since age 5. And to see you clown him, and I know you wouldn't clown him if you ever saw us outside of a safe, controlled environment, man, that's some whole shit. But we should just move on. We should move on.
Yeah.
To be honest.
So again, looking back at the history, you get to see again, and this is it. I'm about to play a run-in he had with Meek, where it was just like, yo, it be clear that people just don't respect your intellect, and screaming don't get you respect. They might have got your mama respect in the household. See, a lot of people are emulating women. Screaming don't get you respect. It might get you heard, but it don't get you respect. And you searching for respect, because I can tell because you've been disrespected the whole way. So when you searching for respect, homie, you got to find a way to really get niggas respect and get niggas honor. And that shit niggas be doing ain't doing it. All that screaming at the camera, you thinking they gonna respect me. I'm in media. You wave that flag on dudes. I'm telling you from a business perspective, homie, you got a real chance to leave a legacy. And you over there getting drunk every day. You ain't built no other millionaires. You still dealing with the root of the tree. You ain't even been able to branch out at all. Come on, my nigga. Wake it up. But everybody in this business want to be respected by their peers. You know, when the rappers and the athletes, when they see me, it's all love every single time. Like, man, you kick some of the realest shit in the world. And it's universal law in effect on that. And that's a great feeling. So I know you search for that feeling from these guys. And when they don't give it to you, you try to force it out of them by saying, I'm in media and I won't help your album. But how much really are you contributing over there? Is that even really moving the needle? I know the awareness is high, meaning if you post it on Instagram, people will see it. But is anything you doing moving the needle?
Like we having a misunderstanding. Which is 100% facts. Your team did. Your team reached out to me. But whatever the fuck you trying to get to, but listen though, I want you to know this. Whatever you trying to get to and try to refer to, you don't even know my team. My team is my niggas that I be with, the niggas that I come from the streets. But listen though, come from the streets with. Whatever you referring to or trying to get to, there ain't none of my fucking business. We talking about DJ Akademiks and what you taking from the culture and what you putting into the culture. That's what I stepped into.
Akademiks, I think you keep trying to bring it to a you and me thing, and that ain't what he's speaking.
No. Yeah, that ain't what nobody speaking about. Akademiks. You just posted about me. I got your address. The reason why I could have just posted your address today. I won't even bully you like that. Yo, 21. You ask why me and Meek don't see.
So you see, Meek, honestly, so far trying to give him some, leeway. Let's take a look.
But look, but we let Meek state his grievance first, and his grievance wasn't personal. He said he didn't like what your platform stand for as a whole, and what it does to the culture. You keep bringing it back to some shit about him and whatever.
You know why? Because it started in 2015, and everything he's saying now was never his position back then. It's about, I watch you bully Nav. I watch you bully artists. You can't do that to me. So being as though I see you doing that with your platform, listen though, let me tell you though, being as though I see you do that with certain artists, I'ma always attack you because I'm a big dog in the culture. That's just me. I don't know if y'all pay attention to shit like that. You just had 6ix9ine on the floor. I don't feel you attacking me. I'm fine. We premeditatedly attacked y'all guys, man. Slowed them right down. Dirk finished them with the Drake song. That was the end of them. It was over. We was on y'all the whole time. Y'all was taken from our community, and y'all tried to turn a rat to the #1 artist by trick. But look, we about to expose this too. Y'all try to turn a rat to a #1 artist. Listen, let me get this sense.
Let them talk, Akademiks. Let them talk.
So, if you remember, this is a time when Tekashi 6ix9ine was trying to come back out of jail and get back on the charts. He ran the Akademiks. As you see now, as Tekashi, look at his movement. Ak ain't as strong as he used to be. Nigga, Tekashi looking at him like, hey, get over here with some other folk, man. Build some of these other people up. Dude, shit don't move the needle like that, bro. You see what I'm saying? So, at this time, though, Tekashi had came out and that he ain't had nobody. He was a snitch, so when nobody fuck with him, except Akademiks. So Akademiks gullible enough, that's his guy, so, he fucked with him. And he had it all on the line.
Manipulation and buying numbers and paid comments to get people to brainwash people. I bet hundreds of thousands on this shit. Me and 21 and them bet on this. Me and Steve Stout and them bet on this. I've been told them these guys gonna be going in 9 months doing this shit, trying to lead our culture with this shit. You know the platform you got. You know the power you got over kids, and you continue to do this. Listen, You ain't going on no 21 platform. You ain't going on no Lil Baby. You ain't going on no you blatantly picking the ones that's damaging our culture. I gotta treat you like an op. I don't have to reason with you to do an interview on your platform. I'll tell you, just take me all the way off. So if we're not talking business,
I ain't gonna lie though, Akademiks, it's to the point where you gotta learn to separate your platform from you, because you use your platform too much in a personal way. Like
that's why I asked him if he had morals. That's why I asked him before.
It should be a separation. So it's like,
has a personal grievance with me. I have a personal grievance with him.
Yeah, right. He kind of got a point. He got a point. I can't disagree with you on that.
Yeah. Make sure you can stand that though. Like when you talking on the internet, you can't be talking all this Meek Mill shit and then be posting some niggas from the street talking about it's a certain type of thing. And then when I say something to you, you talking about the feds, nigga. We might gotta push you off you talking about the feds. You can't even be on this call right here. That's the difference. What we trying to tell you. You on the internet basically inciting violence in between young kids, and then when somebody say something to you, you talking about you calling the feds. You might not even be allowed in this shit, and we might gotta. That's what this conversation is. It ain't no negotiation. If it's an upcoming rapper that needs to use your platform, hey, all right, yeah, you could negotiate to feed your family. And this ain't no negotiation though with the people that's on the phone with you. It's getting to a point where you're doing a lot of damage. I seen you bully niggas through your platform and people that ain't really bully that. You blatantly, like that's the. You can't get tight at the nigga for nothing. Listen, bro.
So again, that's what's happening. So he think he's defending himself. I think it's all weird behavior. I think he's getting too old to be doing that, dog. You gotta have some business mind. And we know dudes ain't fighting their body soft. You know what I'm saying? Dudes ain't trying to do no fighting. And that security, man, I don't know how much faith is y'all putting in security. Y'all watching too many movies, man. Security getting out the way certain time, and they see certain, hey, look, homie, this shit, hey, what he paying you, $500? Say, boy, you think it's, hey, you ain't, it probably ain't worth $500, is it, old school? Hey, school, it ain't worth $500, is it? Yeah, nah, get out. Hand him here. Fuck you talking about. And let me just say this too before we go any further. Like, just kind of want to talk about like being independent, staying independent, just the contrast of that situation, right? Because for me, I think that there's lessons along the journey that you can only get by spending your own money. I think that the paranoia of the moves and the research and development before you actually spend your own money, all of that, it'll make you a certain type of individual. And I think at some point you had to have been independent with your own bag to feel some of the things I talk about. Now, with that being said, I'm not an advocate of staying independent. I'm an advocate of acquiring business, respecting the future, going public, selling business. So I'm an advocate of just doing business. And so when I look at the people that I look up to, or the people who may have influenced me along the way, right? At a certain point, they either had to do what they're doing on their own, because I respect information, not position. There's another thing that's happening in this new era where they're blurring the lines between position and information. What have you really done versus where you sit? Because we all know you can have the best seat on the plane based on the pilot's recommendations. You see what I'm saying? So I'm looking at people and understanding position don't necessarily mean information or dedication, right? And so the information you get when you are dedicated is going to keep you innovative, because this space also calls for you to be able to pivot on a dime, do other things, sell a company when everybody else like, why did he do that? Or acquire a company when they say, damn, he gave Loon $2 million. What was that about? That's probably a little too early. Nah, respect the future. You understand what's coming and not just talk about it. Because also in this business, there's a lot of talking. You know, there's a lot of, this could be that. But, bro, make it that. Spend the money. Do something, right? And that's why I respect all my business partners, right? Because it's a situation where after the brand is built, now everybody just got to pay whatever your number is. But I'm unique enough to have both sides of the information, where on the other side of it, when we like, yo, this is probably going to be something in this space, and still can't get that level of investment from the culture, is crazy. There's no white people that go through that. Like, even when I was talking about last week about Joe Budden them taking shots at old rappers, on the other side, you look at Rogan and all of them, they ain't doing that. They telling every comic to go get a podcast. If for nothing else, it helps with your on the road acts when you're doing your comedy. They gonna find some silver lining, right? They homeboy at the helm of it, making that much money. Why is you right? But over here, they want to shoot people off. Nah, stay right there. I just, I have a hard time understanding it, man. So the information I operate with is not unique to me, but it's unique to the process. If you didn't go through what I've been through, you won't have what I got. There's a list of variables that was taken in consideration when you say my name, right? I had everything at risk and still put it on the line. I had no other plan and still went with it. So that's dedication on top of living in uncertainty. You got to be dedicated to nothing. And it's only nothing in its current form. But if you respect the future like I've taught myself to do, then you understand that it doesn't stay that way. And you push it and you push it and you push it. And let me just say this. You can't talk like me if you owe somebody. You can't come on here and pop this kind of shit if you using somebody else's money or some big homie is in the background and he done funded you. Men don't like other men talking like this when they funded them. There ain't no, you dig what I'm saying? And if for nothing else, not respecting the fact of how far I had to get to be able to operate like I'm operating. When you look at me and don't see no big homies around me, you got to know you dealing with him. They forced me into being a big homie. I had to figure it out by myself. But my story, niggas don't know. They just see me at this current form, and I like, well, bruh, be kicking it. Boy, you don't have no idea what it took to get here, the fire I've been in. Nobody don't know. But you can't talk like me if you using somebody else's money, or if that's somebody else's motion. That's why your homeboy don't pop it like this, because that ain't his money. He ain't do it by himself like dude and them did it. I did this here by myself, strong, independently, come up out the street, come out the pool with it on me. You feel me? So how you not respecting that, and then to see me now speaking to thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, how people don't respect that? This is what it look like and sound like when you popping and you ain't told no lies. You ain't did no sucker shit. Ain't no snitch on your name. Ain't nothing on your name. You ain't on no sucker shit. When this what it look like, this what it sound like. I just ask that you govern your emotions when you bring my name up. Y'all just keep it gangsta out there. Nobody pushed up in podcasting like me, period. Let's move on. I'm sure y'all probably saw this, but I'm gonna go over it, man. This went viral where there was some guy named White John, and he allegedly was attacking a pedophile. Now let me put some framework down, because I'm pretty sure some of my audience is like, okay, what's going on? There's a community of people on Instagram that has made a living like Chris Hansen, like they on some To Catch a Predator type of vibe, right? And so these people kind of set guys up all across the country, and this particular group of men are in LA. And so they usually set guys up that's looking to hook up with underage girls or underage children for that matter, and do things that adults do. And so we know that that's a crime. So they usually push up on them, either embarrass them. I don't know how they handle it. This particular situation, they have a guy they're waiting on, and they at a store, Ralph's. If you're on the West Coast, you know the vibes. And so they're sitting outside and they're saying, listen, we got a guy on the way. They're on Instagram Live. This is a whole thing for them, right? So they're on live like, yo, we're waiting on this guy. When he get here, we're going to pack him out. This other character pulls up. This dude is White John. White John is a rapper from LA. I think he also does content interviews. I think he fights online, and they may have noticed White John. And then they approach White John with the information as to, man, we waiting on this pedophile. I think he coming over here to hook up with a 14-year-old girl. And now we're dealing with the results of that. So we're going to walk through this, and we're going to try to deal with what it is. Let's take a look.
Listen, bro. Soil like a nun. And with rock they world when they pull up and see a nigga hopping out, nigga, with the nigga easy curls.
They tripped out like they some like, you know, they on some. Okay.
Man, hey, look, man, we live right now, man. Hey, look, man, y'all follow my nigga White John right here, man. You hear me, though?
So this is the White John dude that just pulled up, right? So he's just now pulling up to the scene.
You hear me, though?
You know, pedophile punching.
Oh, God. Hey, matter of fact, it's crazy that you just walked up because my homie was about to spit a hot 16 right here. Oh, look, this, hold on, man. Come on. This your son, bro.
So you hear the, you know, we packing out pedophile. We finna pack him out. For those of you that's not from the hood, what a pack out is soon somebody swing, everybody on him. That's a pack out. A mark out is when I catch one of you niggas and I just mush you or something. I just mark you out. You know, it just treats you bad. That's a mark out. But a pack out is you hit a nigga and everybody rush. So White John understanding is it's pack out time on a pedophile.
Hold on, man. It's the whole process.
We getting them like soon as he step out the car, like we on him.
Like a Uber coming, nigga, is for that.
Yeah, like.
You said what?
We waiting for him to get out the Uber, walk in the store. Or we, as soon as he
hop out the Uber, bro, it's a rap, nigga. That Uber driver is leaving him. He ain't back.
Oh yeah.
It be motherfuckers. Hey, look, bro, hit him and tell him that you inside. As soon as he get out the Uber, we can watch him walk inside.
So you know, it's talking, it's pulling up, about to be bracken, man. You see what's going on? It's about to be done.
It's about to be done. Crazy. We got Carlos in the back. You know Carlos, how
hey,
Carlos get out.
With us. My nigga Truth with us. He recruited.
You know how Carlos get in.
Let me say this right now. We recruited this nigga. I'm so loaded, bro. I see him. I'm all like, hey. I think I'm calling him one of the pedophiles we catching. Nigga, I call him about a pedophile name. It's not even the pedophile we catching right now. It's a whole different one. I'm like, hey. He turned around, he's like, nah, I know who he is. I'm like, all right, bro, nigga, you about to pull up. You know, popping niggas, get it out here. Hey, he came to fight.
I remember, I don't know what's going
on. I ain't gonna lie, sound like an old-fashioned gas up every time they see the White John, nigga. Boy, he finna lay him down. Boy, he on them nigga ass. See, I need my children, young niggas understand. Yeah, nah. I don't let no nigga cheerlead you into doing nothing. Pay attention to them niggas that's always in the background, man. Loon ain't playing. Ooh, he done went off. I started looking back, man. Damn, that nigga got me in a trick bag, don't he? Know what I'm saying? Even though I'm standing by what I'm doing, but it's like I don't need no nigga enjoying the show when I'm got destruction on my mind. I'm willing to destroy shit and niggas enjoying the show. Depot to be the people that love me when I'm in destruction mode. They laughing and joking. This a joke to y'all around here? And I go to the depths of hell about this shit. I drag a nigga ass way to the darkness about this shit. And y'all just clapping. Boy, he don't be going. Boy, I'm telling you, you need people that want to pull you out of that because that is everything you work for is on the line. And then people that love you. And then on top of that, you ain't the only monster when the lights go off. I had to teach niggas that had me fucked up that they had me fucked up because they didn't know me. People think they the only monsters. They think they the only people that got the kind of nuts to do certain things until they run into, oh, he willing to go a little far about that. Y'all niggas, people will go further than you, man. I always remember that, but don't never let no nigga just trick you onto the, hey man, he gonna do it. Look, he ready. Ooh, he ready. That's a gas up because we are community creatures, right? And so once we get an applaud and cheers from our community or what we view to be as our tribe, it does something too, especially men. I think women as well. That's why likes and all of that has went rampant. That's why social media is as big as it is because by nature we are community creatures. You know, we do want to be a part of the tribe and be applauded for what it is we do. But let's look.
He here is live. He just walked past right when we was outside. That's crazy. He just got off the lift.
So the pedophile dude, I think, is pulling up, and you know I don't stand by pedophiles at all, period.
I'm not responsible for nothing that's happening. I don't know what's about to go down. I don't know nothing.
You see, look, see that? While they with you, they gonna say, well, you gonna beat him up. Look, he ready, we finna beat him up. Then when they get around the corner right here, and I don't know what's going on, police. He done already separating himself, but you didn't see that because you in a trick bag around the corner. I'm talking about he happy, white boy. White boy happy over there. He in a trick bag. He don't even much know it. He in a trick bag. This is when I try to tell people, right? As you develop, you have to know when to pivot. Seriously, because your strength will become your weakness. The fact that you're fearless will get you so far and then it'll get you killed. You see what I'm saying? The fact that you smart will get you so far until you too smart. You think you too smart and then you trick yourself into a situation you can't get out of, right? And so at some point your strength can become your weakness. You got to know how to navigate that. You can never, ever, ever just believe because I'm fearless, that's my ace in the hole, because a nigga used that against you. Pay attention.
One way out. Hey, it's only one door. I don't know what's about to happen. You know what I mean?
Hey, look. Okay. Hey, yeah, go ahead. That's your brother, bro. That's your commander, bro. Go get your post, bro. God. Don't fire on, bro, until we go good. I'm gonna have to do push-ups and jumping jacks and all types of shit, bro. So, hey, look, John.
See, this is what I'm saying. They playing a little game. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I ain't catching no pedophile making them do no motherfucking push-ups. That nigga need to be pushing up daisies. Y'all trying to make him, y'all want him, like, yo, that's why I'm saying I can't be involved, man. I'm willing to go further than, hey, yo, y'all want, ain't no nobody touch him, man. We finna make your nigga do push-ups and yeah, this a game. First of all, I wouldn't have been involved. Don't nobody stop me with cameras in your hand. I'm dealing with the police. I'm thinking you the police. I don't give a fuck who I interviewed. You understand? I don't need no whole bunch of people stopping me with cameras. I ain't living like that. You feel me? Go watch the pod. Get it out the pod. You understand? That's how I'm living. But far as walking up on me with cameras and all that, like how he just get involved in clout chasing. This is what clout chasing get you. And now they telling you, man, we want to do. Everybody got phones out catching a pedophile. Picture that. Why the fuck I need a camera when I catch a pedophile? They'd have been better off just letting the police handle that.
They going that way. So I'm gonna go this way. If I don't come back in like 1 minute, bro, start walking. All right, you feel me?
Shit, it's only one way out.
It's only one way out, bro. Y'all just post it right here. Hold on. You gonna know when it comes. Hey, bro.
Hey, on him. Can I come back that way? Oh, yeah, that's him.
So for those of you listening, again, to see the video, you need to come to patreon.com. I don't put the videos out nowhere else no more. But they've now identified the pedophile. The dude is in the store. He's stupid enough. They've made him go live on his phone so they can say, all right, now go live so I can know it's you for real. And he goes live. They see him. So now they surrounded him. Now it's finna be a press conference.
Man, he on this nigga already, man. This nigga. Oh, we got action.
You thought she said she was 14. Why would you want to go out with her?
Where you going? Where you going? Where you going?
Because we're not going to fight you.
He just grabbed him. He just grabbed him now. For those of y'all ain't he just grabbed him. Dude finna try to get away. He just grabbed him. This is a dangerous game these young nigga playing. This is why I'm trying to tell niggas can't know what this is like. Close combat. You ain't seen a nigga stab, shot up close, hit with a brick. You ain't seen these things when you playing like this here. You just think it's this here. You ain't even really done factoring in what can happen. So they grab him. Cause he really trying to dip out. He know it's a setup. So they done grabbed him. Let's pay attention.
Listen, I want to talk. All it is, we're talking.
I want to talk. He a little young nigga. Look, little foreigner. He a young guy. Maybe 20, 21. Dead wrong though. You understand? He don't need to be doing no push-ups.
That's all it is. Nobody go fight you. Boot camp. Yeah, don't walk away. Boot camp.
You know what you did, man.
This is constructive criticism. You feel me? Now check this out.
Now, I want y'all to know and just peep something. I ain't taking the fun out of it. We're going to watch it, and it is what it is. A fight is about to take place. We're going to watch it, but there's game involved in this. I study these human beings, man, and how they navigate around shit. I want you to know when the white boy, White John, pull up, it's all about, man, we going to pack him out, man. We finna beat that. We on pedophile ass, nigga. I'm pressing these nigga ass, boy. When they catch the nigga that's actually committing the crime, they tell him, we don't want to fight you. We just kind of want to, kind of expose it and kind of give you some, tips or trying to, like they want to reason with him. So what I'm saying is the expectations that they set for you and the expectations that they set for him is clearly different, and they bold enough to do it in your face. After they've told you we packing him out, they'll go in front of him and tell him, hey, man, we don't want to fight you, bro. It is not that kind of thing. It's like, hey, now, is that game? I don't know, but I'm telling you, this is what creates the confusion. And in a minute, you're going to see this wasn't a game. They was really like, nah, we ain't really doing all that. But let's pay attention.
What if you was about to get robbed or killed or anything like that? Now, look at what you got yourself into. Underage girl. You was coming up here to...
Yeah, he took 2 trains, a bus, and an Uber.
2 trains, a bus, and an Uber for a 16-year-old.
Nope. How old?
I thought
Wow.
she said she was 14.
14?
Wait,
I forgot what she said, bro.
White John?
I forgot what she said.
White John?
14?
White John would get mad, I guess. So what you're looking at is White John was behind him when he said, I thought she said she was 15. White John was really probably finna hit him then because he feeling so like, damn, this dude on some real sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? So he probably finna sneak him then, but they know what? Whoa. They telling white boy, nah. They talking to him.
I forgot what she said.
14, bro.
Hold on.
I said that on accident.
But listen, if you thought she said that, listen.
That's not the
Do you
turn off?
see? Wait. But do you see in your mindset? Wait, just hear me out, Victor. Do you see in your mindset you going in your mind? She 14.
I didn't think she was 14. I thought she said she was 14.
But you still showed up.
Yeah, that's you just.
No, it's because I forgot what she says her age was.
That ain't no weird shit, bro. That ain't no weird shit.
You still
Is it
showed
weird?
up, bro.
That's some weird shit, my nigga. Look me in my eye as a man, pussy.
As a
Look me in my
man.
eye. Look
As-
me in my
as a
eye.
man.
I'm talking to you.
As
You
a
not,
man.
nigga. It ain't no weird shit. I got little sisters. Dead homies. That shit not bracking, bro.
I got 8 nieces all in the 9 years
Nigga,
old.
that shit is not bracking, bro. That's not cool. What's up with you, bro? I'm a man. What's up with so you wanna do that?
So again, as men, this is what's raised in the bar. The White John nigga on the other side, he thinking, it's finna go down. We got another nigga kind of aggressive. We got another nigga putting his hand. Yeah, let's turn it up. See, White John there for the chase of the clips out and also to straighten the pedophile. Seem like White John really feel like, hey, put your hands on this nigga. Fuck all that talking. But he need to understand his atmosphere and his environment. Them niggas he around. Handle it yourself.
Shit, you think that's what they got? Brothers, they got sisters, they got fathers and uncles. You ready
got
to
a
fade
sister?
all them? You got little cousin, little niece, anything?
She wouldn't even be able to understand that type of...
My nigga said 14. I'm gonna let him holler at you. Lucky like I'm like,
Oh, whoa. Hey.
There it is.
break it up. That's it. 14-year-old, bro. That's it. 14, bro.
Hey, that's it.
Yo, he.
Tim, my boy. I'm socking him out.
Ain't nothing taken.
I know. I'm just looking for him. So can I go now? Fuck.
So he asked, can he go now? But he hit that boy, didn't fade that boy. He hit that boy, didn't fade that boy. See, this is where the old school tricks come from. Stomping your feet, gouging your eye. You understand me? See, you got to have more than just say swing. These niggas be thinking just say swing. Boy, we got all kind of shit. Nigga, I have shit on me all the time. Nigga, it's all kind of, man, y'all nigga better have some technique with that little shit y'all got going on. All them muscles gonna get you killed, nigga.
Hey, man, you got a phone on you?
Yeah.
Call your mom.
No.
Call your mom.
Call your mother, nigga.
Call your mom.
Let her know what you was doing. Matter of fact, buzz down 20 pusher.
Do 20 right now.
I ain't the one's bitch.
You ain't no one.
He said, I ain't no one's bitch. So he really finna try to stand up. They ain't even rushed him yet. Now here go the white boy. White boy done got the whole fighting with him. I now bag up what I told you nigga about a pack out. A pack out is soon as somebody hit him, everybody on his ass. They didn't do that. He hit dude and they let them niggas get it a little bit. He didn't even knock him out. He blindsided and didn't knock him out. That's a dangerous thing. And that'll scare you. Nah, you hit a nigga blindside with all you got and he look at you. Oh, man, what the fuck? I done cracked off now. That's why your ass better have something else in your arsenal.
It's kind of tough saying that with like 5 niggas right here. You got balls. You see? You see that? Don't, come on now. Bust down 20.
Nobody is not gonna do nothing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Hey, you want to watch? He want to talk to underage girls.
12.
You want to get on him?
13.
He a pedophile.
14,
She was 14.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
All right, call your mom, bro.
Call your mom.
Let her know what you was doing.
Call your mom, bro. Call her, bro.
The truth.
Put her on speaker. Fuck
You
you
ain't
mean?
gonna
No,
put
put
her
her
on
on speaker.
Bro, I'm not.
You see that?
Bro, I'm
see
not
that?
gonna put my mom in front of these people.
In front of nigga, you was just about to talk to a 14-year-old. Put your mom on speaker.
Put your mom on speaker, nigga. You held it out, you gonna get your ass fucked up. And I'm talking about bad, gang.
Hey, look,
it's gonna be
it's
ugly.
the easy way, it's a hard way, bro.
It's gonna be ugly,
Put your
bro.
mom on speaker, let her know what your grown ass about to do to a 14-year-old.
When I look at the little nigga, I ain't gonna cap. Look like he ready to look and see they playing. This what I'm telling niggas about this internet shit, man. They got phones and shit in their hand. Look at this little dude. That little nigga right there, in my opinion, look like he ready to stab or something. He ready to, like, you feel me? They playing, bro. You cannot do this, bro. Anybody listening to this, man, don't let these folk put you in no trick bag like this here. This is embarrassing, bro.
Blair from every hole, nigga.
Now, it's much more embarrassing that this dude is coming to meet an underage girl, but I don't think these dudes are equipped to handle things like this. They don't know who's pulling up. They don't know what they pulling up with, and these little niggas playing. They pull up in a Benz, talking about catching pedophiles. Man, them niggas need to, man, hey, I don't know where they coming from with these kind of game.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't play that. That's not, yeah. You ever bled from every hole, bro? Your nose, your eyes, and your ears, mate. It hurts. Yeah, call your mom.
If you listen, man, see, he trying to see. This what I'm trying to say. See, they playing, and I'm gonna stopping it so we can really just see what's happening. But they playing these little movie games, some shit they done saw on Saw or something. You ever bleed from your nose and your eyes and your ears and all that? Come on, man. Y'all didn't even pack him out 10 minutes ago when he just got sprung on. Dude had to fight him by himself. So now all of a sudden you gonna make him bleed from his eyes and all that? This shit is like, cap, what be wrong with these little niggas? Y'all just trying to embarrass this dude, but y'all don't know, man. Sometimes that right there so embarrassing for these kind of. What I'm saying is, man, y'all little niggas either kill them or call the police on them. Stay out of them niggas' way. Don't play these kind of games, because now one of y'all gonna end up getting killed playing.
Yeah, he from London, nigga. Call
Now look, I'm gonna bag it up.
One of these people.
In front of nigga, you was just about to talk to a 14-year-old. Put your mom on speaker.
Put your mom on speaker, nigga. You heard it out, you gonna get your ass fucked up. And I'm talking about bad, gang.
Hey, look,
it's gonna be
it's
ugly.
the easy way, it's a hard way, bro.
It's gonna be ugly,
Put your
bro.
mom on speaker, let her know what your grown ass about to do to a 14-year-old.
You ever bled from every hole, nigga? Bro, what the Yeah, I don't play that. That's all. Yeah. You ever bled from every hole, bro? Your nose, your eyes, and your ears, mate. It hurts. Yeah, call your mom. Yeah, he from London, nigga. Call your mom. So we international. Call your mom. Call your mom, bro. Let her know what you was doing. If I make your eyes bleed.
See, y'all convincing him is what you don't know. And then what I try to tell nigga about the super tough shit, all you got to do is convince me, nigga. Convince me that you a problem, nigga. You better hope I keep looking at you saying, boy, them niggas ain't doing nothing but convince me you a problem and I'ma deal with it like it's a problem. But what they convincing that little nigga, and that's, and he clearly ain't just no nigga you can hit and it go away. That nigga, okay, now.
Nah, he not playing.
Yeah, I seen him do it.
He'll take out a knife, cut holes through your body, and pull out your intestines one by one.
Whoa, what? Let me get that. Let me get that. Give it to me. Give it to me. He's not no thief. He's not thieves, bro. He's not no thief. I'm not gonna. He's not a thief, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We ain't bro, we all got iPhones right here, nigga. You think we want your fucking phone, mate? Don't steal. We ain't gonna take them. See? Trust. Call your mom.
Probably, bro.
We here to save the streets, not fuck it up. Nah. You tough. You got hard, but you still weird.
Yeah, you still a weirdo.
Still a weird ass nigga. You have to fight being a weirdo. Man, it's crazy.
For those of you listening, they're asking the young boy to call his mom for a level of embarrassment and let him know, yo, I drove 4 hours, took a train and a bus to come and meet an underage girl. And again, I don't got no sympathy for him. He need to be dealt with. But I'm also dealing with how we're interacting with this. Everything ain't a joke.
You gotta call somebody, your father.
Call somebody
of importance.
Admit this to somebody. Come on, you Hispanic, hermano. Come on, Chico, you better hurry to call your padre. Who is this? Who is this? Corey?
Yeah,
who's
my coworker.
Your coworker?
That's cool. Somebody that knows.
Oh, yo, what's up, Corey? You just want me to to let you know that I came to meet a 16-year-old.
Nah, what you thought she was? What did you say when we got here?
I thought she said she was 14.
Corey, basically.
There go White John done pop back on the scene. What I think done happened, White John done went somewhere and seen was he knotted up. White John went to a bathroom and said, man, did that nigga get me? And now he done showed back up. Watch him creep up. That nigga got a stroll like he finna steal a lawnmower. Watch it right here.
16-year-old.
Nah, what you thought she was? What did you say when we got here?
I thought she said she was 14.
Ooh,
Corey,
that boy strolled like he stealing
that
boy got a stroll like he tried to steal a lawnmower. Watch it.
Here to meet an underage girl. He got called by the PPC, professional pedophile catcher. And we come to clean up the streets. We got a new Batman. Oh.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Go. No, you go. Yeah. Go ahead. You go.
Now, what happened to the pack out? I got questions that need motherfucking answers, nigga. What happened to the motherfucking pack out? Now, if you just rewind 15 minutes ago, they just told that man, we punching on pedophile. We hard on him. Soon he get out, we own him. Like, y'all it was a whole bunch of gas up going on. He sprung on him one time, didn't get the job done. When he checked himself out, shit, I ain't swole. I'm going to try to do this one more time. Creep back around, hit him again. Still didn't knock him out with another blindside blow. Picture a nigga having 2 blindside blows on one of you niggas. 2 blindside blows on one of you niggas is doing me and my people justice. He had 2 blindside blows. The next blindside blow, he hit dude look at dude, because he trying to figure out, is this a setup? I thought y'all were just talking to me. You understand me? This is what's going. And he look up and listen what they tell him. Now you go. They done made this a head up for a nigga they met at the store. He don't even got nothing to do with it. He don't get the clout from it, nothing. If it all go bad, everybody don't understand that it can go bad. Let's pay attention, though. I'm going to bag it up.
New Batman.
Now,
he got called
watch
by
it.
PCC, professional pedophile catcher. And we come to clean up the streets. We got a new Batman. Oh.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Go. No, you go. Yeah. Go ahead. You go. You go. You go.
That ain't no regular overhand rights. Look at you see White John on his back foot like it right there. If you on your back foot, let me explain boxing to you niggas. See, that's another thing y'all don't know. Shout out to my mama and them. They put me in boxing. I understand footwork. Look at that right there. If you bagging up like that and you ain't made a turn, if you ain't been able to turn out of it, you finna be off balance. So look at him. That boy coming with overhand rights. He ain't ready for no motherfucking overhand right. See, most niggas ain't ready for nothing but a jab and a hook. Or overhand right to fuck a nigga up because it's a little step in there he doing. See, that rhythm is, oh, boom, what the fuck was that? Whoa, whoa. See, that rhythm with that little one extra, that fuck a nigga whole shit up because he just wants some of this. These niggas just want some, really a lot of niggas, you can let them burn out. They done been taught just to do a whole bunch of that and they'll burn right out. But anyway, let's look at what happened.
Go, you go.
No. Bag it up.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Go. No, you go. Yeah. Go ahead. You go. You go. You go. You go.
Now listen to the niggas in the background. Boy, that boy got niggas in the background hollering, you go. Same niggas, y'all stop me by fucking with this pedophile. This wasn't even my mission. Nigga, I done paused my heist to come on here and fuck with y'all niggas, see what y'all doing about the pedophile. And look how y'all dumb. See, it's what I say about shit being embarrassing. You have to pay attention to what these guys are doing. How in the fuck is you in a fight by yourself with a pedophile that you didn't know was coming? You didn't wake up this morning and say we catching pedophile. Because you were cloud chasing, now you in a situation where you got to deal with a young nigga with a motherfucking overhand right.
No, you go. Yeah. Go ahead. You go. 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 That nigga. Oh.
He caught him, dog. This pedophile nigga caught this dude.
You go. You go. You go.
This disgusting motherfucker caught this dude, and he ain't scared of a hit. He coming in. He supposed to get knocked. See, listen, you have to know when to throw an uppercut. I was thinking the other day, man, it's so easy to knock these little niggas out because they running straight in. Uppercut him. All you got to do, uppercut him. That jaw can't stand that. But all them little pats on the head, them little bullshit, badly, them ain't doing nothing.
Yeah. Go ahead. You go. 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 That nigga.
He even tried to stop.
Little nigga. Little nigga got hurt. The little nigga got hurt. Go ahead, one-on-one, go ahead, bro.
That nigga can fight.
The little nigga can fight,
bro. My phone just.
Ooh! Put him on his motherfucking head.
Go ahead, one-on-one, go ahead,
bro. That nigga can fight.
The little nigga just
died, bro. My phone just died.
The little nigga can
fight. Put him on his motherfucking head. Now, I ain't gonna lie, he put him on his cranium right there. Ooh.
All right. Y'all did it? Y'all got it?
We up with it. Yeah.
But listen to the crowd, though. Little nigga got heart. Little nigga can fight. These the same niggas done gassed you up about coming down there fucking with a pedophile.
Hey, chill. Hey, little nigga, you got hurt. You got hurt, little nigga. And he had a knife on him. Good, you didn't pull it out?
See what I'm telling you? Had a whole knife on him, a bad motherfucking knife too.
Chill.
Look at that
hey,
motherfucker.
Nigga, you got hurt.
Look, had a bad motherfucking knife on him right there. Look at that. That mean all that they were doing, getting up close. Get what that up close action mean. When they up close like that and that boy got a poke on him like that, and you done convinced me y'all finna fuck over me. See, remember them elements I was pointing out? They this close and he really got a knife. They up here playing with their phones out finna down Instagram Live. By some clout chasing. One of them done got dropped by a nigga. This the games they playing.
He got a knife on him. You didn't pull it out?
Yeah, talk to him.
So again, my main thing is, and my understanding and me just trying to make sure people understand here, you can't really go with the crowd. You got to really be paying attention. Look what they just did, right? And again, let there be no misunderstanding anyone next to me saying how they handled that versus whether or not that needed to be handled. See, you got to call Ghostbusters when you see ghosts. You got to call the fireman when you see a fire, police when you see a criminal, the homies when you see a thug. Like, it's certain things for certain people and certain things that cancel certain things out, and certain people don't got no business in the arena. Like, they just convinced that boy that they were going to hurt him while he had a knife, and he was clearly stronger than a couple of them niggas. That could have turned out bad for them. It was already a stupid situation. Little dude fucking with a 14-year-old. If you ain't going to baptize him when he get there, why y'all playing? Why y'all pulling up in a Benz up here playing? Like, ain't nobody, you dig what I'm saying? But this White John nigga, and I know y'all ain't going to go watch this whole thing. That's why I summarize it for y'all. You know what I'm saying? But the White John nigga spoke on it a little bit. Let's listen to what he said.
To pack him out.
Come on, bro. What?
White John, did you know who they was though? Like,
No,
had you seen
not at
any
all.
of their content?
Never. But I might have remembered one video that when I looked at their page, I'm like, okay, I have seen this video before. You feel me?
Yeah.
One of their shit I have seen before. And then that was cool. I ain't even gonna lie, that was cool. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh yeah, for sure. And he was showing me other videos. Bro has a wobble. Buddy, with the glasses that was recording,
Yeah.
hitting shit hard. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh yeah, for sure. We finna go up. You know what I'm saying? So and my manager Blaze, Jesse, he knows them. You know what I'm saying? I guess so. He knows them too. Yeah. I guess they West LA, Fairfax type shit.
I'm gonna be honest though with the White John nigga. Like, I ain't gonna be too rough on him. You know what I'm saying? You just a victim of it. That's clout chasing. But you had the right. You know you had the right instincts, right? You had the right, like, your heart was in the right place. You know what I'm saying? You thought it was gonna be a pack out. Them niggas tricked you.
They went there. So, like
you
I said,
like walk in and then you seen the guy.
Flag me down.
Yeah.
We outside. He like, bro, like literally, we been here since noon. It's like 7:30. You feel me? They like, bro, we've been here. He's finally here. He's like 6 minutes away. And I'm like, okay, like it's finna go up for sure. Fuck it. All right, I came here for a reason. Hell yeah, let's smash him the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? We see him pull up. We're like, oh, okay, for sure. Yup. He like, yeah, we finna go meet him in the salad aisle. And fucking so I joined the live again, right? So I see, okay, they talking to him. Oh, well, he caught him. He owned him. You feel me? Yeah. Well, we go over there. He see, oh, FOMO motherfuckers is coming up. You know what I'm saying? But he talking to him, whatever. Oh yeah, he was pressing him about all the messages and shit. Like, you a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, bro, you're a sicko. You know what I'm saying? And just getting my blood boiling. You feel me? Like I said, so he said some shit to where I can't remember if it was he clarified she was 16 and he was hoping she was 14, or he thought she was 14 and hoping she was younger than 14. You feel me?
Yeah.
Either or got my blood.
It was wild.
That's when I'm like, bro, I'm finna bang bro the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck this. Why are we talking to bro? You feel me? What the hell? So you see how I hit him? That's the one to get it going. You feel
first
me?
time, yeah.
Bro, if I the first. No, thank you, fucker. Yeah, because I did it twice.
Yeah.
No, we didn't see the first one. They said it was 2.
Yeah, 2. No.
No, it was 2.
Same video.
Because we didn't. Oh, it's the same video.
Yeah.
My nigga, that is hilarious.
Wait.
Hold on. So when you like, you know what? I got it. I'm finna come up behind. I'm finna do the thing.
He cut that shit all the way back though. I said, God damn.
Like the first time you hit him, it didn't look like you dope fisted him like that. So the second time you like kind of. No, because what was you expecting?
Was you shocked when he didn't fall out? Huh? Was you shocked when he didn't fall out?
No, but
first time.
Oh, so you was going for the fallout, or you was going to get it started?
like I said, I could see he was like, like I could tell he was like from like 18 to 21. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But apparently, like I said, bro, like I've been in fights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He knew what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, I don't know how true that was. They were saying they talked to him after, and they were saying that he knew how to fight and shit.
He a boxer,
They said he was a boxer, yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm not tripping. Like, bro.
He clearly was. You could tell.
He
had dumbass squad.
Bro, because he knew what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? But anyway.
A question, right? So
hit him with the one. Surprised he didn't knock. You feel me? So I'm like, oh. Then I'm surprised these motherfuckers aren't packing them out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then I'm surprised this motherfucker throw an overhand right from all the way back. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker tripping.
He was throwing haymakers, yo.
But on God, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm like,
oh no,
it's
so
time.
the first one to go, look, bah, he stunned.
Yeah,
so my boy is like, the nigga in the back like, shit, go. If I'm you too, I'd be like, go, bitch. We supposed to be packing cut.
Exactly. Like, what the
first
fuck,
one, though.
bro?
So
He
I'm
actually
trying to
falls
think, well,
first,
fuck it, go. We got to squabble now because I got to do it up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, but then he throwing the overhand right. You still looking to the side like, bitch, y'all niggas ain't gonna jump in.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I couldn't believe it.
So
You know
what
I'm
did they
saying?
say? Did they give you an explanation as to why they didn't jump in, or?
They said we don't do packouts.
So they set you up.
Where was your homie in the back, cuz?
They set you up.
Where was you at? My girl, bro. I was at the Rouse with my bitch.
Where your girl was at?
In the car. I told her, like I told you at the beginning, I make bad decisions. I tell her, I was on her ass. I'm like, bitch, if you would have came in with me, I wouldn't even have, you know what I'm saying? Like, my bad, not to call you a bitch, baby. My bad. But you know what I'm saying? But, you know, like.
Of course.
But fucking, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have, she would have been like, what the fuck, you weirdo?
Oh, so you blame it on
these
her.
motherfuckers?
So it's look, so if you was
why swing on him again, though, if you know that they was go fight, though? Right?
Right.
Yeah, like I say, I don't know, man. It's a crazy situation. Let's move on though. All right, I was gonna end the podcast, man, but Jay Prince went over the $1 million worth of game. The Prince family and had a conversation, and I think I want to address that because by next week I don't think I'm gonna have. I ain't gonna probably want to really talk about it, right? I was gonna call P and talk to him before I done this because P is my brother, right? QCP is my brother. He put me in the game. Him and Lil Baby gave me my first real look in this business. So my respect for P is unwavering for anybody. And I don't give a fuck who it is. And I got to say that because my voice is louder than any one of these niggas in this game because the truth got endurance. Now, the lie got speed, but the truth got endurance. Everybody know I'm the truth. And when I say that, I ain't talking about no criminal shit. I'm talking about prepared, information, able to articulate, well-read, resume solid, revenue solid, relationship solid. Everything about me is what it is, and it check out. So ain't none of these niggas fucking with me. So I got to say certain things and let it be known and stand on that. You understand? And I want to make sure that I'm calm, man. As I listen back to some of the episodes, I see that I'm starting to become more passionate about certain topics. And I don't want my message to get lost in translation. I know the people enjoy when I get in those bags, but sometimes when I look back and I'm delivering a message and I'm just calm, I can see me pull words out that I'm not able to pull out when I'm passionate. I can see me find pathways to thoughts that I'm not able to find when I'm so passionate. So I got to learn how to be comfortable in chaos, but still be calm, right? Because, I'm prepared to match energy, all of that kind of shit. So I just got to pay attention. We're going to talk about the Prince family going over the $1 million worth of game. And again, before I start this, I want to send an RIP to Takeoff. We're going to make sure your name live forever. Right. And so I definitely want to send condolences to his family. I know this is rough to even see it play out like this. All of these things happening online is selfish. I'll say that. And $1 million worth of game, Wallow is like a big brother to me. Wallow done gave me access to information that now one of these niggas in position done gave me. I done saw things sitting next to Wallow that I'm sure some of these other guys would say was premature for someone in my position. But Wallow see me and he know where I'm headed. And I got a lot of respect for Wallow. And so I'm always handle Wallow with a certain level of respect. And I got his number. I'm going to reach out to him as well. Reaching out to these individuals is because I'm speaking while it's tense out there. And I'm new to this. I got a wealth of information. I can contribute to the conversation. I just don't know how far to go, how much to say. What do you do when you're someone in my position? You got all this information. And when I say information, just experiences with death, with cross-sites, with pressing, with extortion, with like I come from the underworld, so I can dive into that shit differently than anybody. I ain't the only one that been down there, but boy, I know how to talk about it in a way, like some, right? So it's like I'm trying to find out what to do. Do I owe it to the game? You understand me? To just talk about these things unfiltered, regardless of what it look like, how it go? Do I owe that to our culture, right? To our generation, to the next generation? Do they learn when I really just give it raw? Just like, yo, do they get something from that? Or do I just burn up shit doing that? You understand? I gotta, it's a lot to think about. So I'm gonna pull to my people who I respect, after this conversation, right? And I may revisit this. I ain't gonna go so far. I'm gonna keep it gangster now. I'm gonna keep it real on this subject. But I can go much further on things. And I'm gonna talk to the people that I care about, the people I respect, because it's a battle for me. But let's look at some of this interview, man. It's probably gonna be a kind of long segment because they sat up here for a minute. And I really want to kind of dive into some of this. And again, I want to send an RIP, man, to Takeoff. Condolences to his family, respect to his people. I hate that this is how it's playing out. But my overall goal is to try to teach the next generation on how to identify information and navigate. And I'm praying that we get a grip on how to interface with the internet. I always tell people this the first generation of people that has to deal with like embarrassment, certain things on the internet, right? Back in the day, like say your granddaddy had another family across town. It ain't but a certain amount of people know that people ain't liking and commenting, and it ain't a lot of humiliation. This is a different level of interaction with human beings. This is way too much information to take in at one time and digest. So it can either desensitize you or you can spend all your day trying to filter through it, and you will never be able to filter through it. I hate that even things like this end up playing out online. And the Prince family, this is why you heard me when all these dudes was running around and doing live streams about what happened that night. That's why you heard me push back. That's why you heard me sit somewhere like, listen, this is how I know y'all ain't never had to eat the food out these. Y'all folks ain't never been through these things, man. This is how I know how y'all handle things. Like, I'm thinking like, bro, this is somebody's life. Like, y'all streaming, oh, he done it. He shot somebody. Like, y'all are doing too much. Now you create this environment where it's like a cesspool of talking about a person that's in one of the greatest rap groups of all time and is handled a certain way by people who are not detectives, they not doctors, they not experts in anything. These people are examining footage and they ain't experts in nothing. Let's take a look at some of this interview, man. We got to have a real conversation today, unfortunately. Respectfully.
Foremost, man, before we even get started, I want to say rest in peace to Takeoff. You know what I mean? Shout out to his family. Shout out
to the whole QC.
To the whole QC, to all his loved ones. You know what I mean? We want to show our respects on that aspect first. When I got the call from you, OG, we was a little reluctant to do the interview because, somebody lost their life. It was a sensitive situation. So, we talked, and then when you alerted me that you had sat down with, P from QC, and, everybody saw things eye to eye, and, that really had, was like, okay, well, cool. As long as you see eye to eye with, the people that's most close to him, and y'all got everything figured out, then okay, then you can come speak your truths. You know what I'm saying? Because that side of the family and this side of the family is on the same accord.
Cranking the interview off, throwing P in there like that. And I know Gilly is trying to let the people know, like we wouldn't have done it if it wasn't cool with them type thing. That's his vibe, but that's a deep thing to do right there, man. This is rough for me. This is rough for me. You see what I'm saying? And let me be clear. I know the Prince family was reaching out to try to kind of, they wanted to do interviews. And they had even reached out to Akademiks at one time. And I'm like, I don't know why they this ain't like, bro, like Akademiks don't got no business sitting down with this kind of deep. You know what I mean? Wallow and Gilly them street niggas. So, you know what I'm saying? They they can have certain conversations, but Akademiks 1-to-1. And so Gilly basically at the beginning of the interview was saying, listen, they called us. We basically were gonna say, man, I don't know, OG, if we can do that, but they said they had already cleared everything with P and them, talked to them. I ain't talked to P about this. This Loon saying this.
So with that being said, let's get into this interview, man.
Yeah, and I would like to also, man, I want to echo everything that was said. We would like to extend and send our condolences, you know what I mean, as well, because and definitely to take our mother, you know what I mean, because I put her at the top of the list because it's an unnatural thing to lose your kid. You know what I mean? I felt all kinds of pain from losing my mother, my father, brothers, sisters, cousins, best friends, and different things. But, to lose your child is a whole different kind of pain. So, I sympathize with that to the fullest because that's what you call unnatural. You know what I mean? They supposed to bury us, not us burying them.
Absolutely.
Now, Mike Prince, I'm gonna ask you a question. You was there, and a lot of people seen you trying to de-escalate the situation, and then things just went left. What happened, Mike?
Well, it really wasn't a situation to de-escalate because it really wasn't. It wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like it looked, but it really wasn't that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? That's why I even asked myself that today. Like it wasn't even there. You know what I'm saying? Like we from the cuts. When certain things are what it is. You know what I'm saying? And because you had so many years of looking and seeing and feeling and dealing. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't even that. You know what I'm saying? It was really a beautiful night. You know what I'm saying? We all family. We enjoying. Everybody kicking.
So for those of you unaware, the voice you're hearing, if you're not looking at the video version of the podcast, that's Mike Prince. He was also there. He was someone that was telling one of them other dudes just chill out and all of that. So he kind of tried to de-escalate the situation at the time of this happening. Now they're gonna get into why they see this being the case, and as they explain it, it's like, damn, this is getting a little messy now. You see what I'm saying? They making sense too. I ain't gonna cap. They making sense as far as what they saying, but I don't know if it need to keep being said though. That's the only thing. But let's pay attention.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a situation that it turned out to be. You know what I'm saying? So me saying I'm de-escalating, I'm basically just telling nephew like, hey, it ain't worth talking about. He's like, man, you want to talk about basketball? It ain't. Leave it alone. Stop talking about it. Period. Like, stop talking about basketball. You don't want to talk about basketball? Stop. It wasn't about no dice game. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about no gambling. It wasn't about none of the things that the media and all these we call them media whores, just trying to capitalize and draw a story that wasn't there. Because we had already been outside a period of time before that other conversation started. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the homies, everybody went outside to smoke. You know what I'm saying? We just sit back chilling. Then they went, we gonna talk, they talk basketball. You know what I'm saying? Just nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't that type of situation or that type of energy to where you would feel like something had escalated to where it was supposed to be a problem.
So, okay, so to the people that say, okay, Prince family been doing this for years. Been bringing people down. They've been hosting them. Nothing like this ever happened. You feel what I'm saying? What about the people that feel like still nothing?
Let me give some credence to Gillian Wallow, because that's a hard interview too now. That's a hard interview now. Take a certain specific set of niggas to go in there and do that. You in a city coming to talk about something like this. How much can you push back? What really can you say? You know what I mean? Without things getting a certain way in there. You know what I mean? And as podcasters, niggas not ready to die about no bullshit. Nobody else shit or nothing. So it's like, what position do you really put yourself in? You know what I mean? You ain't really gonna try to, say no whole bunch of shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, that's a rough situation. Maybe they should have came to them. And maybe it's a different interview in another place. Maybe there's some different questions. But for you to have to fly into Houston, you know what I mean? How many people is in the room? What was said off camera? What was done? Like, it's more questions that you can ask. So I got to give some credit to Gillian Wallow to be able to go into Houston and conduct the interview with this kind of tension in the air.
It should have happened, because they was with the Prince family, and the Prince family is well respected. Nothing should have happened. What do you say to that?
What I would say to that is, I have a track record, man, and the Prince family have a track record of 30 plus years of, honoring and loving on our guests and being with our guests, and no shit like this never happened. But here's the thing, and this is what people don't understand. We ain't never had nobody to attack us. If you know what I mean. When a man attack a situation with a weapon, then, it become a playing field where, any and everything goes. So that's what we're dealing with right here, and that's the root of this situation. And he didn't attack the Prince family, but he attacked, people that we know, and it was totally unnecessary. You know what I mean? For you to attack a man with a weapon, because what that's gonna do is put a man in a position where he wanna protect himself, and that was the root of igniting this gunplay.
But to clarify it real quick so they can understand, we're not talking about Takeoff attacking nobody.
No, not at all.
Yeah, so they can understand.
Yeah, no, not at all. Not Takeoff and not nobody from Houston, attack nobody until, the homie that was with them would take off them, whatever his name may be. He giving all kinds of statements on this police report we have, so we can read his name and everything, because he put himself in a position where he's cooperating and telling a lot of different lies, so we may as well shine the light on the real root to the issue, which is this homie, you know what I mean, in this paperwork. So as everybody could see on the video, this dude, without having a green light from Offset, nobody told this man to, attack somebody, and the Quavo, you know what I mean? Nobody gave him a green light to attack, a 5'2" guy. This is a big nigga, you know what I mean? So I guess he felt like, the little homie is somebody he can just hit and knock out and different things like that. And it was a wrong thing to do, man. And it was an embarrassing thing to do, because it was, like Mike said, it was so unnecessary. It wasn't even that type of atmosphere. You know, y'all talking about a basketball game. You know what I mean? A 2-on-2, playing a 2-on-2, and now you turn a misdemeanor into a felony.
It was a few seconds, and Junior, they seen you walking by. We understand that, you know, Quavo, Takeoff, they was down here with y'all, but they seen you walking by. He's laying on the ground. You got Mike bending down, and they seen you walking by. What took place there?
This the crazy thing about that video, right? Is one scenario is that they see Mike on the ground trying to help Takeoff, but in the video, Mike was right behind me. People didn't peep that. People think that I'm the one who had a voice. I mean, I'm the one who was speaking in the video when I wasn't. If you go back and look at the video, Mike is walking right behind me. They took 3 seconds of a situation where I was caught on video and turned it into what they wanted it to be. But in all actuality, we had been there for a while. Mike was following me so we can go to the restroom so he can wash the blood off his hands and so he can enlighten me to what transpired, because I wasn't even out there when this transpired. I was inside paying a bill. So I had no knowledge of what had transpired outside. As I'm walking I had just got done paying the bill. As I'm walking to the door, I hear gunshots, and then I also hear bullets coming through the glass. So I got out the way because I was almost at the door. So I end up getting out the way, and sadly what had taken place had taken place. But in that 3-second clip, it was me and Mike walking to the restroom so he can wash the blood off his hands and so he can enlighten me to what transpired outside.
There was rumors that after all this occurred, you was the one that took Quavo and them to the hospital. Y'all still was together after the fact.
I stayed with Quavo. We stayed out there probably like 2 or 3 hours together before we all parted ways and made sure each other was cool. Like, me and him stayed out there. Like, one other person pulled up, but it was me and him that stayed out there for hours after this transpired. So,
yeah. So it's just interesting how, you know, one can take a 3-second lie, you know what I mean, and contaminate, you know, a bunch of damn fools that'll believe anything that they see. And when in actuality, as you can see, these two was with Quavo, you know what I mean, from beginning to end. They dropped him off. They never left his side, you know, because here's the thing. Takeoff is not the only one got hit that night. You know what I mean? A friend of ours daughter got hit in the head. You know, so somebody could have been mad about that and wanted to come back and do some things. So they was there with the homie. And whenever he decide to speak, he gonna validate everything we saying.
But see, you gotta say, damn, this. It just kind of and again, Loon is just providing the other side of it. I have a podcast, and so my job is provide perspective. You got to ask yourself, man, that's a tough spot to be in. This just happened. This kind of accident just happened. It's unclear really why. Right? And homie them still with me. See, I'm still in they city. See, it's a lot more to take into account. So it ain't just like, you know what I'm saying, one way or the other. But you got to look deep into that. It ain't like he in his backyard where he can just say, man, get them niggas away from me. It's like I am in they town. I don't really know what the fuck just happened. Know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, how rough is this? Is a rough situation to talk about. That's why you can't draw the truth from these conversations. That's why my first initial reaction was, why another interview, homie? I'm talking about the family, though. It be about the mama and them. I got respect for niggas, and I got to say, man, why another interview about this here, though, man? You know, I'm sure whenever P ready to have a conversation, we'll have a conversation on my show.
Quavo, you know what I mean? Because he know he was never abandoned. He know he was never disrespected. He know every time he have came to Houston it's been nothing but love and respect. That's why he came so many times.
When you hear Houston, you hear mob ties. And
because listen, another thing, I ask myself, if I'm in my backyard and something happened to one of my people, I want all you niggas away from me. But I ain't in my backyard. So I still gotta think. Then they saying dude done left. My homeboy done left. It's like, you feel me? I don't know, man. I'm just saying that I don't know what that mean when a nigga say that they was still with him. What really is that giving me from where I come from? From where I don't know why nobody else, but from where I come from, what is that giving me?
Some people would say that it's some type of protocol for people to check in when they come to the city. And this coming from a person like me and Gil, we ain't never check in when we came to the city. So is there supposed to be a certain protocol for people to check in?
No, and I begin with me, and then he can speak, and they can speak for the other generation. But I'm a never, you know what I mean? We don't have time for no sucker shit like that. Now a lot of people from the different police departments and all these different people want to insinuate like we extorting people. They have to check in. Man, that ain't no money in that shit. I wouldn't have. I got more money than I could spend, right? So I don't want to say go Gil. That shit ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna turn out right because real niggas ain't gonna have that no way. Check in for what?
That's true.
But on the flip side, there is what you call a brownie point to be able to have us as friends. You know what I mean? I don't want to impose or force myself to embrace nobody. But by the same token, those that I respect and I befriend, there is a difference coming into the city as our friend versus by yourself. You know what I mean? And the difference is we are respected. We are respected, and everybody with us, we're going to demand that they be respected. But it ain't no trying to extort or trying to force. We don't need that. That's fake love. All right. We don't want that.
Because it seemed like, and why is it that a high percentage of things that take place that might go wrong in this city, why is mob ties and rap a lot always blamed?
Man, all of my life, damn near in this game, that been the case. You know what I mean? It's almost like I view our brand like a Nike brand in the streets. Everybody wear it. You know what I mean? Because it's something proud to wear and feel good about. But all of those everybody's, and I done a post say everybody with us ain't one of us. You know what I mean? Everybody wear that hat, wear that attire. You can't give them to me. You can't give all these people that wear Nike and may go shoot up, bang, bang, or whatever in Nike attire. Y'all don't try to give it to Phil Knight, whatever that dude name. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So don't try to give me that shit, but they do. You know what I mean? And I learned to accept the things that I can't change the things that I can, and have the wisdom to know the difference. You know what I mean? Because, with us and with the success that we have attained for so many years brings about a certain jealousy and envy and all that kind of shit with it, man, until, it's like a snowball effect where you really can't stop it. You know what I mean? I give you a story my 114-year-old great-grandmother gave me. She said, people are going to say what they want to say. You just don't let it be so. So I live that life of just not letting it be so.
From the Prince family standpoint, what's the worst? What is the when you get into feelings? What's the worst feeling that y'all had that from what happened that night? Like what eats at y'all the most of what happened that night? Other than Takeoff here losing his life.
Let me just say this. I don't think I heard you say other than that, but that's at the top. You know what I mean? He lost his life.
Let me say this. They showing respect. They showing respect to Take. You know, I do gotta point that out. Again, I'm not biased on anyone's behalf. I'm dealing with only the information and trying to teach the youngsters in the ghetto how to navigate around issues and interpret what they're hearing. Also, I want to provide what it's like to be on both sides, in my opinion, because some of this the ghetto teaches us, and some of this the ghetto don't teach us. I always teach my kids, you got to be a thinker. Don't nobody care about no muscles, none of that, because I'm telling you, I'm going to out-think you, and I'm going to use your strength against you, and then it's going to become your weakness before you have a chance to correct it, and it's going to cost you what I needed to cost you for me to get the victory, right? Because I'm a thinking man. America has some of the most destructive nukes in the world. But before they go to war, they got to sit down and plan it out. How do we approach this? How do we go at this? Who are we facing? What are their strengths? What are their weaknesses? Can we beat them intelligent-wise? Because if we can do this without it even being known we at war, that's really how we want to do it. You know, so it's a lot to digest, man.
Other than that, the worst thing to me is this clown that came here. I wish he would have never came with Quavo. I wish he wouldn't have never brought this nigga into Houston, because he can't think. You know what I mean? This whole root of everything happening is from his actions. And to be frank, honest about the situation, I wish that bullet would have hit him instead of Takeoff, because he was the one that deserved that. You know what I mean? Takeoff didn't deserve that. You know, so that's the worst thing that I could think of, because if he don't make that move, then the night is everybody's still here and live to see another day, and you know what I mean? It's bubbly and lovey-dovey.
Right.
You know.
And I understand that, you know, the Takeoff situation is the most important thing, you know what I mean? But I'm saying, you know, other than that, from the Prince standpoint, it might be like that it ever even was possible that it could happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, real clearly. And, you know, as I said, man, the root, you know, everybody, even the police department, want to get around the root of what really happened. Now, there's a law that goes on around the world where if me and you go rob a bank and, you know, the police or somebody is shooting, trying to protect that bank, right, and hit some innocent person, who you think get that charge? The person that shot that innocent person, or the root of the situation that was robbing that bank?
The root.
Okay. That's what we're dealing with right here. You know what I mean? This dude is the root of this shit. You know what I mean? And from what I done read in this police report, you know, where he's, you know, telling on everything he can tell on Jazz, and you know what I mean, he moving on to say he was trying to be robbed, and man, don't nobody who want to rob, you know, them little dudes, the last thing they would have done was violated and try to rob Quavo. Me and Quavo done walked in the hood of Fifth Ward, me, him, and Jazz, by ourselves in the whole hood. And by the time we hit a few corners, we had 100 plus walking with us. You know what I mean? So he know firsthand. That's like a lie to justify that dumb shit that he done. And you know, that's just the root of the shit, man. If I could change it, I would change it. If I was God, I would have reached and grabbed and stopped the bullet from hitting the loved one, because I love him that much. You know what I mean? But I was in a bed sleep.
Just to elaborate on that, man. I think, like I had spoke before and said, that the biggest thing is just me thinking about that whole night and that whole situation, to where, like you guys spoke on, how so many speak about the family, how one should have been controlled, why it happened, this and that and another. You know what I'm saying? Well, we're not God, you know what I'm saying, but we believe in him. And we don't fear no man, you know what I'm saying, because we follow him first and foremost, you know. And personally, I asked myself, was it anything else that could have been done to manicure that situation? You know what I'm saying? Because we so used to molding and the respect. You know what I'm saying? To where we didn't have no doubt that it wasn't gonna be no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't move like that. No one in association or affiliation with us move with disrespect. You know what I'm saying? So we all family. You know what I'm saying? And just to see the way that my family is being betrayed, you know what I'm saying, behind someone that we care about.
100% don't think that's fake. You know, the internet is a weird place. You got to ignore them suckers on the internet. But I don't think this is fake. I know what it take for people like us to break like that. You feel me? I don't think that's fake. And that's just me. That's Loon. I don't think that's fake. Big Loon said that. You see what I'm saying? I think them dudes is hurt. I think them dudes do feel like, man, that shit went left. Like, how the fuck? You know what I'm saying? By no stretch of the imagination am I here saying that they intended for that to happen. By no means. I'm saying I'm dealing with everything surrounding that. The unintentional damage. See, where we come from, we don't consider nothing. We some inconsiderate little motherfuckers where we come from. And the ghetto teach you shit that money don't motherfucking erase. Just because a nigga get rich, he still got them little ghetto ways about him. Niggas is inconsiderate where we from. Nigga don't give a fuck about nothing. Right? And nobody when you get through talking. Right? We got to be taught to deal with things with care and understand unintentional causes. Right? We gotta be taught those things. And so you will find us somewhat doing harm to things four streets down, not even knowing, based on what we doing right here. But for a man to cry like that, it ain't nowhere in the world. I think them boys up there faking that. Why another interview and why now? Because you know the tribute thing is this week. Maybe that's just bad timing, but I'm saying, that's what I'm saying, bro. We moving so fast in this world right now, man. We moving so fast, man. We only really considering what's in front of us right then. And I fall victim to it too, man. But we got to start thinking about, we got to zoom out. We got to start zooming out, man. But a lot of people is hurt from this. As you see Mike Prince breaking down, like, man, I can't believe they saying that, like, they trying to make it like this shit wild. That's why I really didn't want to get in on this internet shit. I didn't really want to come from about the darkness, man. This shit a lot to deal with. One mistake, damn, they painted me like this, damn, man. Right? I know what that mic can feel like. It's like, man, they can start creating narratives. Next thing you know, it's out of control.
And love also as brothers. That's the disrespect. You know what I'm saying? That's why I want to enlighten the world. Let them know y'all got it messed up. You know what I'm saying? Because we messed up about this too. You know what I'm saying, me? And all respect to Takeoff's family. You know what I'm saying? His loved ones. We love them and respect them too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like 1 hour was took that night. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, bro say, behind this clown, man. We don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when we say move, we move. When one leg move that way, the other leg gonna move that way.
As I hear this, man, it's like I can only think about the mother. That what hurt me. It's like everybody talking to everybody. I'm talking about the mama, though, dog. Like, damn, I got a mama. That what I'm talking about, though, gangster. I'm talking about that shit hurt me, man. I'm talking about y'all niggas hurting me, man. Man, y'all niggas hurting me, man. I ain't talking about nothing but the mama now. Fuck these internet niggas. Book these niggas. All these bitch ass niggas got booking prices. Put a number on one of these niggas and get them in the area. I'm talking about the family though, the mama though. Cause for my mama though, it's weird niggas saying there's an understanding about a killing by my son and my name ain't came up. That's rough, man. And we all gangsters, man. We all real nigga. That's rough, gangster. This Loon talking, man. I know we've all fall victim to this internet shit. I know how this internet get a nigga, man. That shit make it hard to sleep at night. People, you get to convincing yourself, man, people really think like that about us out here, man. But on behalf of what could be collateral damage, man, sometimes we got to pull that shit back in. I was in, shout out to homie James. We was at Rap Snacks at his birthday party, and I was talking to P about a few things. And it's before this shit came out, and it's like, you know, he was letting me know, you know, how he do it and how he move and shit. And I'm saying, man, dude really don't be doing all this. Like, that ain't how dude move, because once you engage, man, you can never win now. And maybe you want to squabble. Maybe we got niggas that squabble with the internet. Like, I'm in media, so it's a place for me if I wanted to. You know, if I want to squabble on the internet, I can, like, and can't none of these, right? I can get out, right? But it's like, nah, Loon, I want to provide some information, some understanding. I want to hand something to the young niggas. Hand some game down. These niggas handing flags to the kids. I'm handing game to the kids. I'm handing game to the kid. Hey, man, don't never go in the trick bag. You keep the trick bag with you. If anything, you see what I'm saying? I'm trying to help them understand how to navigate in communication and how important it is to be able to speak well. You know, conversation rules the nation. You know, I'm trying to teach them little fly slogans and little shit to say to make it easy, make them catch a rhythm with speaking. And one day they turn into. And so this is my outlet. This is how I do it. And it just hit different because it's on the tribute thing. Tribute thing is the same week. It's like, it hit different, homies. Maybe it's bad time and gangster, but that hit, it's like, damn, homie. The level of respect we got for them dudes too, man. Especially me from the South, you know. You know what the South has done in the industry, how we've been able to take the game. Didn't nobody hand the South the game. We had to really take it. We had to wake up one day and realize, hey, we got more states. How this thing been going? Hey, make shit for us, man. And it spread it. And then you might got a Southern artist from Florida with some hits, and he sound totally different than a Southern artist from Texas with some hits. But it's still Southern artists at the top of the charts. A little bit different from New York, because if you got a hit out of the Bronx, it might sound similar to a hit out of Harlem, unless you Dipset. But stylistically, beat-wise, in the South, when you go from east to west in the South, those two styles, cadences, everything's different, but it still represent that part of the market share. Totally different conversation. But I have a lot of respect for what dudes do with this hustle. How they been able to carry themselves and their name and their family name for the last 4 decades, 3 decades, right? I know what that's like. I know it take a long time to get a whole bunch of money. So I know what that's like. But we got to teach the kids how we moving.
We don't have no out of bounds clown shit going on in our family. This nigga came down here and he was out of line. And he stepped out of bounds, man, without permission. Quavo told me, after I told him, I said, nephew, stop talking about basketball, leave it alone. He said, Unc, you right, let's go. Because I don't want to do nothing to one of these niggas before I do something to one of these niggas. This dude took upon himself to go trying to violate people that didn't violate nobody, that was sitting there humble. Wasn't exchanging words, wasn't being disrespectful. He just decided he wanted to be a bully that night and prove something to someone, I don't know, because Probably because he's the biggest guy out there. I don't know what it was. But we started walking off. You know what I'm saying? Didn't nobody in the family violate nobody. A man is gonna defend himself. So I can't tell a man not to do that.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't even see that coming. You know, but as soon as he made his move and struck an individual, I'm like, what you doing? But everything happened like that. And I didn't see no gun in his hand. Cause I would have spoke on that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see that till clippings after the fact that he's already standing there. So he already had his mind on something that shouldn't have been. You see what I'm saying?
Now, if we take this at face value, which I wasn't there. So I'm dealing with the information as it's presented to me, right? And so what the Prince family is saying, and no matter what he seen, no matter what he thought, he was wrong. Wasn't nobody finna do nothing in there. And he said he thought he was about to rob him. So this is what Jay Prince and them saying, that he thought that he was about to rob Quavo. Because, again, I'm podcasting, and I don't even know how far to go, man, because I can go on down, but I'm just trying to make sure I'm not doing too much, man. You know what I'm saying? And Wallow is my brother, and it's like, I don't really know what to speak on. But we trying to just, we'll figure it out. Let's keep watching.
But it wasn't something that we could control, see coming, stop, or none of that, because it wasn't one of ours. You're not of us. Because you was of us, it wouldn't have never happened. You stepped out of bounds. You know what I'm saying?
If they listen to that tape real good, they can hear the little homie. Saying, man, if you took that wrong, I apologize. This is what the little homie was telling Quavo. Man, I apologize if you took that wrong. I was just talking about basketball. How humble can you be? After apologizing like that, a nigga gonna hit him with a pistol? Hey, man, like I say, under no circumstances did Takeoff deserve what he got. But boy, look at him. That other clown, hey, man, that's where it's at.
About this dice game type shit.
Yeah.
Can y'all elaborate on dice game when it's tied to y'all?
I mean, I know people were associating me with that Nuke the Jeweler situation because I went to Labusi pool party and he happened to be there and he happened to be standing on me. I mean, right next to me. The truth is, I never met him before. I had no idea who he is. I didn't even know he was a jeweler until after his passing. And then the night of that game isn't the night that he got killed. He got killed leaving Boosie concert the next night because somebody tried to rob him. So, the internet play internet games. But this is a situation with a dude that I didn't even know. I ain't know his name. I had no knowledge of him. I ain't know he was from Chicago. I ain't know he was a jeweler until social media started trying to point a finger because he was standing next to me, and it's just unfortunate that something transpired after another dice game, but neither incidents had anything to do with a dice game.
Yeah, and niggas gonna gamble, man. You know what I mean? It's, all around the world, people gamble, people do different things, man, and that shit was happening before we were born. It's gonna be happening after we die. You know what I mean? But I know a little something concerning that situation too, and from what I understand, it wasn't even no robbery. The man had all his jewelry on. You know what I mean? So that's some Chicago business. You know what I mean? And I hate for people to blame shit on my niggas here in Texas, in H-Town, that they ain't even got no fingerprints on none of that. You know what I mean? But they quick to try and blame it on us first, and then they'll take it everywhere else. But that shit ain't real. Gila would be so nice to just read some of this police report, just some of the things, so the people won't think I'm making up words. I think it'll be helpful.
All right, let me see. So, Willie Bland, who admitted to firing a weapon at the scene, he stated that he seen the two males he had identified as Joshua and Watkins throughout the evening that he had seen them with guns. He believed that Joshua said something and began pulling the gun, so he reached and punched him. He thought that males were about to try and rob Quavo.
Now, we can just stop right there. And let me just explain that little piece, how I feel about that bullshit. Now, clearly, this Bland dude and gave a police report that he seen these two guys with guns earlier. But these the same two guys that he decided he was gonna punch with his gun out and hit them with a gun. What do you think gonna happen? You know what I mean? You seen these niggas with guns and you gonna hit them? You know, these people, these same guys that he talking about, man, if any enemy would have came their direction, they'd have had some problems. But as you can see, this clown saw that and decided, I'm gonna try them two guns with my one. And then he tell a blatant lie about they getting ready to rob Quavo. And Lord knows if anybody, any of them people would have tried to rob or touch Quavo, it was gonna be some real problems. So that's just not true.
You want me to finish reading?
Yeah, might as well. Let's let them know how. Cause this dude, here's what he doing, Gilly. This dude right here is running back in Atlanta, getting on the real niggas. So we have to get him $1 million worth of game. Let him know. Now this is what he doing out here in Houston. Now if he running up under y'all, then and you embrace him, that's on y'all. But I can't hide it from him. I want him to know. Yeah, and I know y'all them kind of people, so let's let them know.
He believed it was probably Cameron Joshua shooting at him, so he began shooting at Cameron Joshua. Video showed that Joshua ran back inside the bowling alley, but there is no video evidence showing firing the gun.
Now, just this little piece of who he's saying, this when he put my son's name in his mouth.
From right here, a large black male with the victim's group later identified as Willie Bland is seen either striking or...
No. Let's go to Paul where he say who gave him a gun and all that kind of stuff.
Willie Bland further stated he initially obtained the gun that he discharged from Jazz Prince, who was hosting the group, including Willie Takeoff and Quavo, while they visited Houston. Willie stated that he had asked Jazz for a gun, and Jazz provided him with one that was in the truck.
Now listen at that. Now, Quavo, as I stated, is Jazz's brother. So of course, Jazz don't mind making sure, the homie got some heat, because we understand that what goes on, right? But now you got this clown, and I don't know how it ended up in his hand, but it ended up in his hand. This clown is saying somebody want to rob him that gave him a gun. Why would you give a man a gun and try to rob him? You know what I mean? This shit just don't add up and make sense, man, is what I'm getting to. And I'm just trying to get people to realize how big a damn fool this dude here is, and now he ratting all over the place and ran back and bust shots and ran to the airport and ran his ass back immediately. You know what I mean? He didn't care nothing about the homie Takeoff. As soon as he done that, he went straight to the airport and tore ass home. But I'm gonna leave you with all this paperwork, and you can look at it later on.
Well, leave me with the shit. Leave you with all this rat shit.
Y'all going to Atlanta, right? Yeah. But that's what I love about $1 Million Worth of Game, because you know what I mean. We ain't about that fake shit, and we want to let it be known, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Let that shit. Definitely when it comes to these rats, we can't protect them kind of individuals.
I just hope that this is a situation where we can clear the air, but also give game to future problems that could transpire in the same manner. But just to also let the family know that yeah, our love is there. If it was a way that we could have prevented this situation, we would have prevented it by all means, right? Which we attempted to do. But it's an unfortunate situation, and our condolences are with the family.
And that's just the humble side of us, you know. And we've been very humble and respectful with this situation. And any part of this situation that has been misidentified, even from us doing the memorial, then we apologize for that if that was perceived and took wrong. You know what I'm saying? But we never come in nothing with bad intentions when it's dealing with us and family and associates. You know what I'm saying? That's why we speak about relationships. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not no slick check-in, not no undercover extortion. Y'all don't have enough for us to ask for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's never been that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's really personal relationships that we have with many. And bro been in this thing for 30-some years. And that's just in the entertainment side of it. So you know how far those relationships go.
Right.
Generations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have other busters that speak against this. But good game, you know what I'm saying? You know, you let the lane be the lane. You know what I'm saying? Don't you change to your truth. Yeah.
Yeah, to the homie Quavo. Ain't nothing changed where my love is concerned, where Quavo is concerned. So, you know, there's going to come a day, there's going to come a time that everything we saying, Quavo going to have the opportunity to bear witness that this is the truth. You know what I mean? This is how it went down and from A to Z. And I look forward to seeing that day. But even more important than that, you know, like I told him the last time I saw him, you know what I mean? It's love here. You know, it's love here. And I look forward to that coming back together soon. But it's Offset dude, you know, it's Offset dude. I ain't gonna leave him out. You know, I'm just real like this, you know, because, you know, niggas be throwing rocks and hiding their hand, right? They be throwing rocks and hiding their hand. And I don't like them kind of individuals, you know, and the truth of the matter is, you know, one can dance and different things in front of these different cameras and all that kind of shit. And when reality, the truth of the matter is, you know, nigga, you wasn't really right there with Takeoff when he was alive. You know what I mean? So for you to be taking these positions that you taking, you know what I mean? And I got people everywhere, so I hear all kinds of things. I'm going to just say this to you. Don't never put me in no position where, you know, I have to defend myself. You know what I mean? That wouldn't be healthy for you. And, you know, I have to say that. But it's $1 million worth of game. You know what I mean? It's $1 million worth of game, and I'm going to give it to him right on $1 million worth of game because I ain't going to throw rocks and hide my hand. I'm going to just let it be known, you know, to him because I hear what's being said.
Yo, we'll talk next week. I'm gone.